I shoot at these niggas, no bitchin'. Yeah, they see the cops, they bitchin'.
Talking, maybe that nigga deserved to be in Atlanta.
I got a little bitty ass for you.
Huh?
Whoa.
Yeah.
This nigga just said, I have some little ass for you.
Dune.
At least it's not hairy like
Dune.
yours. So there's that.
What?
I shaved the middle. What's up, man? Movie guys, let's get it. Shoot.
Movie Guys back, episode 24. It's been a minute. I think
Is
it's
this the
been
first
about.
podcast of the year, nigga? What is this? Like the
No, are you stupid? It's
Second.
March.
the second one?
podcast.
Nigga, we
fuck?
ain't seen no movies. Nigga, we ain't been movie guys for like 2 months.
Let me
Damn, so
let me
you're
just say
exposing
this.
us. That's crazy.
Let me just
We've
say
been
this.
anime and TV guys.
A minute. I think
Is
it's
this the
been
first
about.
podcast of the year, nigga? What is this? Like
This
the
is
No, are you
episode
stupid?
24.
It's
March.
the second?
This is episode 24. Our last episode was 4 weeks ago.
As like
Um,
good as like Oscar nominated.
But we're back. Hold on, I got some background noise. Let me cut that shit off. We back. Yeah, man, we haven't seen no movies, man. It's just January and February was slow. Movies came out, but they didn't all look good. And just a lot been going on. But we here is March. Finally, movies are coming out. We start off the month with a banger. An absolute classic of a movie. Can't get no better than this. So we got some topics for y'all, some movie reviews. And since this is our first episode in a while and it's a big movie release, we do have some guests coming through. I want to go ahead and introduce the guests. Right off the bat, we got our boy Mafia Quad. Y'all know him.
What's good, everyone?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Mafia Quad. He been holding it down for the movie guys. If it's a movie, if it exists, Mafia Quad done seen it. Okay, he's seen it. It don't matter what it is. He's seen it. So he gonna give us a couple reviews. We got my boy Deontay here. What's up, Deontay?
What's up, Blair?
We got Deontay here. He saw Dune. He got some thoughts on Dune. I got another special guest coming through. Our boy Delayed Saint, friend of the podcast. He been here multiple times. He said when he's free, he's gonna pop in. And then I might got one more special guest for y'all. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
I got a
Mr. Unga,
question.
Mr. Netflix himself, Mr. Unga Bunga.
I was just about to ask, can you see his back from his chest? I knew who you were talking about.
Yep.
What?
So we're gonna see. We got a good show for y'all. So let me just jump in. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Shout out to the chat, Lady Hawk, E Rock, Young Brib, Saul Ortega, Roy. Shout out to y'all. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Let's start here. So since we were gone for a few weeks, I put out a like a poll, basically just asking people if there were any topics they wanted us to talk about, any questions they had for us. And I got two. One of them was our thoughts on the trailers that were shown during the Super Bowl commercials. And I have a list of those. I'm pretty sure we've seen most of these trailers. Let me just read off the list. So Super Bowl, we had a trailer for A Quiet Place Day One. So it's a prequel for A Quiet Place.
Trash.
I'm just gonna. It's not that many, so I'll just go through these one by one. Are any of y'all planning to go see that movie?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It look interesting.
It
It's better than most of the shit you be gonna watch, nigga.
I'll watch it when it goes to like streaming. I'm not going to the theaters to watch that shit.
This nigga went and watched a Dracula movie, a shitty ass scary Dracula
Oh,
movie, and
hell
come on, he
no.
want to see
Look.
The Quiet Place, nigga. Come on now.
Sometimes you just gotta let Red Peg sashay. When you done, let me know.
I see you
Go
doing
ahead. This is you be talking nonsense. nigga.
I'm done giving John Krasowski any more airtime. This nigga has pissed me off. Go put a tie on and some slacks. Stay on the.
But you know, this is a prequel. He's not in this one. It's actually Lupita Nyong'o.
But ain't he the one that's writing it and or producing it and or directing it?
Yeah, he's still attached, but he's not in it.
With his fat ass head.
I actually don't know if he directed it. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Can we speak about the movie he got coming out?
That's actually on the list. So let me get to that.
So exactly. So need I say more? I don't need to see John Krasinski, John Crableg. I don't want to see nothing about John Krasinski ever.
So real quick, Alex, he's not directing this movie probably because he was already busy directing his other movie. But he did help write it. So I'll just say this: I haven't seen any of the Quiet Place movies. I tried to watch the first one years ago when it came out. I don't know what was going on during that time, but I just didn't finish it. I do plan to go back and watch those two because the prequel does look interesting to me. I'm not gonna lie; it looked interesting in the trailer. So I'm gonna go back and watch those, and then I'll catch this movie. It don't come out till June though, so we got plenty of time. Actually, the end of June. So, Delayed Saint, what's up, brother?
What's up, y'all?
Oh snap! Is that Delayed Productions?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I mean,
man.
FKA Delayed Production. He changed the channel name on me.
Yeah,
Well, Saint, we just going through the first topic, which was the Super Bowl trailers. The first one I mentioned was A Quiet Place Day One. Are you checking that out?
I never seen none of the movies, but that trailer go crazy, bro. I will.
I'm gonna say it was a good trailer. It really was. I'm gonna tell you that trailer looked better than the trailers for the other two movies to me. That shit looked kind of fire. The next trailer was Despicable Me 4. I think they've been showing that trailer a lot even before the Super Bowl. Are any of y'all checking that movie out?
Never seen any of them.
No, sir.
No, Red Peg, do you want to speak for yourself and let them know what the fuck you did last time the Minions movie came out?
Wait,
remember you had me and my beautiful girlfriend, my innocent girlfriend, waste money and time where we had to walk out of that movie because and I quote, I think it's funny. I laughed.
Wait,
that's what you told me.
You first of all,
my Red Peg's like a crackhead when you do this.
Because you know when Red Peg get excited, he start walking around the crib. So he over here walking around from the living room to the kitchen talking about it was funny, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
This is my Minions, nigga.
Yes, bro.
That movie was funny to me.
Look at him.
It was.
Was it a 10 out of 10? Was it a 10 out of 10, Red Peg? Was it a 10 out of 10?
When they was on a plane and they seen the titties and shit. Give it
One time, we left that movie drooling with a fucking brain slug on our head. That shit was fucking trash.
That's better than better than most of the scary movies you've seen last year, nigga.
Bro, I'm cool with calling the movie booty butt, but you need to answer for your crimes.
That movie not bad. That movie is decent. There's a decent movie. Shout out to Illumination.
Red Peg, that's because you understand what the minion is saying. That's why we needed subtitles for this shit. You over going like a minion with hair. And you look like the tall minion on that one
nigga?
scene, nigga. The fuck?
I guess we brothers then, nigga. Me, you, and Wonton, nigga. The fuck?
Don't forget Scotty.
Hold on. Where the hell is John Donuts?
He's sleeping, dog.
Where?
He probably ain't sleep
Wow.
on yet. You know how he.
Man,
Dog,
it's like early in the morning over there in the UK, bro.
John Donuts about to get some lashings,
He
bro.
about
I'm
to
gonna
wake
start
up.
whooping his.
Whoa. He about to wake
Whoa,
up.
wait a minute.
Oh shit.
Get the English breakfast.
Hey,
Suffice
I'm
to
excited.
say-
What is this? Despicable Me
Beans.
4, right?
Yeah,
The
Despicable
English
Me 4.
bread-
I
don't
think
that
I
when they
think
be
Red
getting
Peg's
nut
the
on
only
they
one going to go see this movie.
muffin?
I haven't seen a Despicable Me since 2, and that was fucking a
I will be
decade.
there.
I've never seen a Despicable Me movie or
I will
whatever.
be there. We'll be there.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna say this: respect yourself, respect your time.
Also,
Don't do it.
Illumination Illumination is getting to Pixar level visuals, so I will be there. Yes, sir.
Now I would. The
They better than
graphics weren't
Pixar.
bad. I'll give them that.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I said
but
that to trigger
they-
you. That's
No,
actually a good debate for next time.
Ooh, I got some
That's not
topics
even
for
a
tonight
debate,
too.
nigga.
I got a
Pixar
few. So
shit
let
on
me
most studios,
go
nigga.
to the next trailer. I'm trying to get through these, man. We're trying to get through these. The next trailer,
My bad.
The Fall Guy. They've been showing this trailer for a while too. Movie comes out in May. This is the one with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, John Krasinski's real life wife. In the movie, Ryan Gosling plays a stunt double, and it kind of is like an action movie, but it's a comedy. Y'all fucking with that? Y'all checking that out?
Yo, that movie hasn't
Yeah.
come out yet. I feel like that movie's been the trailer's been being shown for.
They've
that
been
shit
showing
for,
that
like,
trailer since like at least
Yeah,
last year.
I say the same thing. Yeah, what
Probably
the
because
hell?
of the writer's strike.
You know what? That
Probably.
might be it. It might be it.
Man, who
But
is
I'm
giving
gonna
this
check it
nigga-
out.
Who is letting this
Check
nigga write in their rooms, bro?
I don't know, man.
I'm banning John Krasinski, bro. I'm not saying no more.
Damn, even his wife, what she do?
She white. Next topic.
Yeah,
That's some elite hate.
Well, besides that, we
But
have.
no, she.
What, you ain't fucking with her?
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, the next trailer was Kung Fu Panda 4. Who's checking that out?
Yes,
Not
sir.
me.
I'm
No,
checking it out
sir.
with my little brother. I like Kung Fu Panda, bro.
I've only
Right.
seen the
Lit.
first 2. I haven't seen the third one, but I
Only
like
seen
them
the first
too.
one. I don't really give a fuck about them.
They good movies.
only
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Bro, the third one was pretty lit. I ain't
They got
gonna
good
hold you.
villains. They haven't had.
I-
They always got good villains.
They,
I'll go check it
yeah,
out.
they do got good villains, man.
I'll go check it out.
I feel like Puss in Boots movie did it better.
Man, you haven't seen
That was a
other-
good
Now
movie.
that-
That was a good movie.
It was a
True.
good movie.
That's the one movie. That's the one movie I didn't go see. So y'all saying it's good? The Puss in Boots movie.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
got a lot of good reviews. They said it was fire.
Yeah, it
I
was
guess
one of the
it's
best.
on
It
It's
was
on
one of the
Netflix.
best animated movies of the year when it came out.
That was 22, I think. The
Really?
end of 22.
22, yeah.
The next trailer. This
Fire.
one was actually a premiere. Deadpool Wolverine. I know we seen that.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Sir.
I
No,
will
we
be
seen
renting
that.
out a theater for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Hey,
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's
I'm
the what?
not
The,
gonna lie, I'm a little deflated about that movie.
Don't worry, MCU fanboy. You'll love it.
No, I won't.
wait, deflated? Why you nervous that it's gonna be bad?
Nah, because I know the TVA is in it, but I don't know none of the niggas in TVA. I mean, why should I just bring the characters from Loki and put them in the
These are
fucking
new.
movie?
It's one new character. He's going to be in the TV.
Yeah, but it's like,
adaptation.
yeah, I know. I feel like
They
that
not
would've been
bringing.
cooler
Well, actually,
if
and take
Loki
this with
or
a grain of
somebody-
salt, but the insiders I follow said Owen Wilson has a cameo.
Ha-
You
That's
saw
it.
what Tom Hiddleston
Have y'all-
said though?
y'all-
I
What is
did. He said something like he might be in the movie, but he can't say for sure or some shit. That's what I saw.
Well,
how y'all feel about the theories that Deadpool is how they're gonna write out Kane?
Oh,
Kang is
yeah.
already technically written out.
Well, I
in,
mean,
Loki.
No. I mean, no. I'm saying what? So some people said with Loki they're gonna do it, but I saw a bunch of people talking about they wish that he come in and be like, "Yes, I'm gonna save y'all real quick" and like kill him or type shit or something like that. I don't know. Since he already made alluding to I'm saving y'all's movie cinematic universe. That'd be fire.
yeah, I don't think they're doing that. I think they're gonna recast Kang, even though they're not
Yeah.
renaming the movie Kang. I think they're just gonna recast them. I mean, they have plenty of people to choose from. I don't think they're gonna just abandon that storyline.
But technically, they can already like rewrite it because in Loki, I mean, if you already know the end of Loki, you already know why. Like they can pretty much like get rid of Kang if they want to.
Hold
Oh,
up,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
Mr.
I was
Netflix?
considering
Is that Mr. Netflix himself? What's up, BG?
Only you call me that.
That's your new
I
name
knew
around
it
the
started
streets,
smelling
man.
like chits. It started smelling like chili in here. What's up, G?
Start smelling
Can't
like
stay
hamburger
too
helper.
long, but wanted to show up.
We appreciate you
You
coming
gotta
through,
you gotta
PG.
get up early for weapon wheel. Uh-oh.
It's just late. I go to sleep no matter what.
Oh,
Got a wife and kids.
Oh,
Kids.
sir, just that's how I keep looking good.
Well, we're gonna get through these. We just going through movie trailers that showed up at the Super Bowl. We're gonna get through these, and then we'll get to the big topic. Deadpool Wolverine, definitely checking that out. And I'm gonna make a bold statement right here. All this talk about superhero fatigue and superhero movies is ass, all this and that, which they are wrong. But 2 movies that I think is gonna turn that around: Deadpool Wolverine, and next year with Superman. These 2 movies are gonna save the genre. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna save the genre. They're gonna save the genre. And if they don't, then I don't know what to tell you. But Deadpool Wolverine is like the only MCU movie coming out this year. They pushed all their movies to like next year and shit. So I think it's gonna be good.
Thank God.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, definitely checking that out. That trailer looked good.
Day 1. Day 0, actually.
Shout out to Roy, man.
You saying he the ape?
Oh yeah,
man.
Roy.
That's his movie,
Scott.
man. He the star.
Yeah.
He the star of the show, man.
I told Roy, he gotta say it's a wonderful day. He gotta say that
Yes,
shit.
sir,
Right
bro.
on.
I need
That's
them
funny.
VIP tickets, man, to the red carpet premiere.
Good mocap, Roy.
Yes, sir. Shout
The
out
next
to you,
one
Roy.
was this is actually a premiere, I believe, as well. Wicked, the Wizard of Oz musical. It's actually based on a musical. They made it into a movie.
Hell no.
I don't know how good that'll be, but it's gonna do numbers in the box office. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do numbers because that's a popular musical.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Twisters, the movies, they keep saying in the marketing that it's
Yeah.
not a sequel, but they won't say it's a reboot. We don't know what the fuck, but it's basically a sequel reboot of the 90s movie Twister. That's coming out. Y'all checking that out?
Skip.
Maybe it depends.
That movie has like a cult following, so
Yeah.
I don't know how that'll do.
The first movie was not that good. I don't know why they're fucking redoing this. I'm sorry. The movie wasn't. It's a
like
cult
they're a
following.
bunch of tornado chasers.
Yeah,
doesn't look
that's
that
all
good.
it is.
Ooh, I will be there. That's like a Twister spiritual successor. We'll be there.
The next movie is the one that Alex been hating on. If the John Krasinski movie with imaginary friends, Ryan Reynolds.
Hold on,
I'm
bad.
definitely
You said I was
skipping
hating
that.
on what?
The movie, the imaginary friend movie with John Krasinski director.
Fam.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
checking it out.
you ever like? It's the equivalent of, let's say, if a nigga say, "Y'all, I just made an invention," and then we walk outside and it's a steam-powered lawnmower. We're gonna be like, "Bro, it's 2024. This type of movie has no place in the cinematic world right now. We don't need the easy, common folk, big monster joker, and like, I don't need that, bro." And for him to have Deadpool coming out and then to have this piece of whopping crapola burger like the same year, I think it's a stain on his career. This is like Nicolas Cage level of movie right now. This shit look crazy. Steve Carell is voicing the monster. Him and Ryan or whatever are definitely doing this as a favor for John Krasinski. He needs to stop making movies, bro. I'm gonna be the first to say it. The fall off of John Krasinski. I'm here for it. Stop making movies, bro.
The only thing about this movie is like
What?
it seemed
He
like
still
a
makes
kid.
Quiet Place though.
He don't like Quiet
That's what
Place.
I'm
He don't.
saying. I think it's overrated.
You
I
don't
like
like
John-
what?
I like John Krasinski when he has a
Alright.
blue. I like John
Alright.
Krasinski when he has a
Okay.
blue button up and slacks and penny loafers. Get back on the office.
You're the first person in the world I've met that doesn't like Quiet Place.
BG, you and him dress the
nuts.
same. That's why you like
You're
it. I
nuts.
think it's
You're
overrated movie, bro.
nuts. You're
That is an
crazy,
overrated
sir.
filming experience.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay.
Nigga think it's excited every time they step on a leaf and they go, and then they gotta stand still for 40 seconds because she stepped on some bark. I'm not
Y'all-
here for it, bro.
Y'all literally just
Oh.
find things to be mad about when there's nothing there, bro. It's
The
so
allegory
crazy.
for
Y'all
stepping
just
on
look for
leaves is
stuff.
not good enough for me, bro.
Y'all
I'm sorry.
look for stuff where there is no issue. But
That's
continue.
funny. So wait, Alex, what did you think about him showing up in Doctor Strange? When you
I
saw that?
hated it. That's what I'm saying. I hated it, bro. For one, Doctor Strange was already a mediocre movie. Cool.
Facts.
Now you want to bring the Illuminati. I'm not mad at you bringing the Illuminati. Cool. You got Was it Storm? Like, well, it was a Storm. It was Professor X. That was fire, cool, whatever. Then you got John Krasinski with this loose ass suit. You can't be a superhero with slack in your suit. This nigga crotch part and the armpit part had wrinkles. No,
Like
I
red
need
pig
you
and
to be
skinny jeans, huh?
facts. I need you to look when you wear a superhero suit.
What?
And he's just not doing it. You just didn't do it for me, bro. I looked at him, I'm like, this nigga is like a movie darling right now when it comes to like getting spots he doesn't deserve. I'm not for it, bro. Pissing me off.
Well, there were only
Next
2
time.
more
I'm
trailers.
sorry.
Monkey Man with Dev Patel. It's like a Indian John Wick. That should look kind of fire. Y'all check it out.
I'm seeing it.
Yep.
It's produced by
But-
your boy
but
Jordan
A Quiet
Peele.
Place is off. Man, if you don't get your nut out.
Well, you're not fucking with Indian John Wick.
You know?
You're not fucking with Indian John Wick.
Oh God.
That should look kind of heat. That come out April 5th, by the way. The last trailer they showed at the Super Bowl was Inside Out 2. I know Red Pig's checking that out. Who else checking that out?
Yes, day
No,
one,
sir.
baby. Shout out to Pixar, man.
Yes, they won.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Inside Out all the way through. I've only seen parts of it.
But go ahead. It's not as boring as Dune 1, I'll tell you that much.
Shut
Oh,
your ass.
wow.
Shut your
Oh.
ass up.
It's
Shut your
all
ass up.
easy to get through.
So I was actually gonna go through another topic before getting to Doom, but since BG here, I want to go ahead and get it out the way. Let me see.
Yeah, I
So
guess
let's
the
go
small
ahead.
topics we can talk about once he leaves as well.
All right, bet. So we're gonna go ahead and get into Doom. Just real quick, I want y'all to give your, if you can, give your thoughts on the first movie and then the second movie, because I want to see if your thoughts changed or if they were the same. And then, just tell us what you liked about the movie, what you didn't like, your overall thoughts. We can go ahead and start with the guests. BG, please tell us, what did you think when you first watched Dune going into this movie? Like, what was your overall thoughts of the whole series so far?
Wonton, don't touch yourself. Listen to this shit, please.
I mean, Dune is depending on how you look at it, right? It's not like super original in some senses, but that's because of the time it came out. I guess the book or the original movie precede a lot of other stuff that did the same thing it did. So I guess it was the originator.
Yeah.
But the whole chosen one, thing, and he's like an amalgamation of teachings from different tribes and all that stuff. I like that about the first movie. And the first movie was like just world building. Like I feel like that's what the first one was really about. A lot of the world building and teaching you about this universe. And like they do a lot in like 2 hours. Like usually it takes
Fact.
a longer time than that to like build a world like what they have here, but they did it pretty damn quick and kept it entertaining while doing it. So yeah, I like the different different houses, the different groups and what they, specialize in and what their culture and customs are.
The factions.
I like learning that
factions.
about them. Yeah. So I really like that about the first movie, and it had good action, good storytelling.
See, BG spitting. A lot of people be saying it's boring. I don't know what they watched. I don't get it. I don't know what they watched.
I like I said, I threw it on randomly when I watched it for the first time because I didn't see it in theaters because I didn't know anything about it, and I'm like, there's no part of this movie that's boring to me.
And
So,
that's coming
in
from
my
BG.
opinion.
That's coming from BG. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, the Unga Bunga merchant himself.
The merchant.
Yeah, I mean, that's a misnomer about me, but yeah, I think though it's really good.
Now let me ask you, going into the second one, obviously I know you were excited, but you saw it. When did you see? You saw it today, earlier today?
Yeah, I saw it today.
So if you give your thoughts on the movie that you saw today, I want to know what you felt about Dune 2.
I felt like it was I would say even better. I think some of this was more of an action flick.
Mhm.
The second one,
Yeah.
the first one, I felt like it was like almost like suspense thriller a little bit more.
I could see that.
More of those tense moments. This one had more of the action moments, which I'm definitely not mad at. They do great world building. I like how you spent all this time with the Fremen, and all the religious inspiration that this movie has that they take from different religions and things like that.
What,
Um,
Xavier?
it was really good, man. The action sequences, there was a lot of unpredictable things that I didn't see coming, but there was a lot of predictable things. Oh, the chosen one, the Messiah who doesn't accept his fate, and now he accepts it. Yeah, saw that coming. No, I don't want this. I don't want this to be me, and then it ended up being you. Sometimes Timothy Shamalamalata, whatever his name is sometimes he's a good actor, but I don't know, maybe there's something about him that's like hard to believe for me. Like you supposed to be
It's because
this
he's
like
petite.
super. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like you don't like you just commanding all these grown men in a room. I'm like,
It doesn't help that he was
I don't
Willy
know.
Wonka 2 months ago.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
say that sentence
I
again.
get what you
But
mean,
just
man.
Which is also
say
a
that
great
sentence
film.
again, but replace
Also,
bad bitch.
also,
You
also a
commanding
great
all these
film.
niggas in the room. That's him.
The best version of Willy Wonka since the original. So yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. What else? I like it's complex, but it's such an easy movie to understand. The political, the religious aspects. It's they don't get too deep into the weeds, like for example, of Game of Thrones, where they try to touch on every little thing. They explain a lot. There's a lot of exposition, but it's easy to understand. Like, okay, I get everybody's motivation. There's a whole lot of weird stuff that you do have to research, I guess. And some of it is like artistic stuff. Like, bro, why is the Baron always bathing in this oil and this mud? Like that was like one of my always
Fire.
biggest questions. Like, about him. Like, what is with these people? Like, why are they bald? But there's an explanation for all
That's
that.
Big
Why are all of them
Musty, yeah.
bald? Why are all of them? Why is this dude always in mud? Why do So all that stuff is for reasons, though. Yeah. I really like Javier Bardem. He was,
Yeah,
they
he was
had
fire.
a
He's
little
fire.
bit more funny to the movie. He was like the little bit of the comic relief.
I saw some people complain about
and-
that. Some people didn't like that. They didn't like that.
Wait,
he
who's
was funny.
Javier?
It was-
Stilgar?
Stilgard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stilgar. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't overbearing, and it's crazy because like this movie has so many stars. Like Javier Bardem is a star in any other movie by himself. He's not even like the main, because got Bill Skarsgård and Zendaya and everybody else and Josh Brolin. It's like, damn, it's it's fire.
I got a question for you, BG. So before the movie came out, there was a lot of hype. There were reviewers saying things like, "This is the Empire Strikes Back of our generation. We haven't seen a movie of this scale since Lord of the Rings," and it affected some people in here. I won't say no names yet. But what did you see any of that? Like, what did you think about that? And now that you've seen the movie, do you feel like that was accurate?
It was. I could see the relation to Empire Strikes Back. I don't think it'll have that impact like the Empire Strikes Back
Talk about
had
it.
when it came
Talk
out.
about it.
Yeah, because I just think there was a lot more build up.
Mm.
Well, in the order that I watched, the Star Wars movie, there was a lot more build up to the Empire Strikes Back, and so it doesn't have that impact for me. It's just a really entertaining film. I can't wait to see the third one, because he's gonna be battling with the other houses and stuff like that, I assume.
Fire. Yeah, fire.
We
Yeah,
doing
he
spoiler
is.
talk? We doing spoiler talk?
Yeah, I put the spoiler tag up, so feel free to if you
Okay.
gotta,
Oh,
Yeah.
fire. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
And I was a little bit, one part I guess I was a little bit confused by was Jessica's role as the Reverend, becoming the Reverend
Reverend
Mother.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know why, but like this, it almost felt like she became evil at one point. I'm like, is she evil now? It felt like that, but
It's the
No,
she's
I-
not.
I can explain it if you want to.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the point of that was that it's not that she became evil. Her whole goal in the beginning was to protect Paul. And so even though she didn't believe in the prophecy at first, she just decided to go with it just to protect Paul, because as long as they gain like allies and stuff, that's all that mattered. But as she saw like how everything was progressing, she started to believe in the prophecy more. So that's why it's not that she was getting evil, it's just that she started to believe it more. So she was just like, well, let me start doing this stuff to protect my son. And that's pretty much what it was.
And keep in
Star
mind
Lord's
she's also
artificial though.
What you
Go ahead, my bad. What'd you say?
Oh no, I was just saying it was more of like a artificial Messiah, like because all that stuff was already written before. Like they set all that stuff up. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, they say that in the movie that
Remember,
they planted
that's
it
what I was
basically.
talking about. That's what I was talking about Alex yesterday. I'm like, dog, a lot of this shit was when I get to my part, but a lot of this shit that Paul did, he kind of sold them a bill of goods, dog. I'll get to it, but because a lot of this stuff was foreseen before, he knew it was gonna come, so he just had to fill in the blanks. But he knew all the right things to say, all the right things to do. But y'all can continue.
Let me ask y'all real quick. What did y'all think about Austin Butler's character, Fade Rotha? What y'all think about him?
Fire.
Fire.
I'd rather see him play.
He portrayed Fade as good as he could, especially considering how he is in the books. You know, they cut some details out, but you know, of course, it's because it's a movie and stuff. You gotta put everything in them 2 hours. But I think the screen time that he got, he actually portrayed him as good as he could, psychotic, deranged, but also a strategic as such. So I think he portrayed him like really good.
I'd rather see him play this than a child predator, i.e. Elvis.
I'm not gonna lie, that part where he was like, "Oh, artillery, genius." I'm like, why did you think of that shit before, my guy? But okay.
That nigga ball cap had his head looking like fucking Paris though. Nigga. Like his head had a fucking shelf.
I noticed that. I was like, his head big as fuck, but that's because if you look at him in interviews and shit, he has long hair, so that ball cap is probably like stuffing that shit. Because his head look big as fuck.
I ain't gonna hold you. There was one part I swear it looked like he had like a lazy eye, and I thought that was like Bill Skarsgård at first, and I was like, "Nigga, is that him?" I was like, "No, that's Austin Butler." Like,
You know they changed his. He had to do voice training to get his voice like him, right?
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it took a couple of weeks to get adjusted.
Why? Because he kept talking like Elvis after the
You
film.
know, they want.
He's a method actor.
I did see an
exactly
interview.
right.
He said that he had to get a voice coach because he was talking in the Elvis accent. He had to get out of it.
Bro, imagine nigga trying to fight you in a sword. He's like, oh, nigga, I'd kill myself.
I want to get into some of y'all reviews for the movie, but I don't want it to take up too much time. If y'all can just give y'all quick thoughts, and then we'll get into a larger discussion. I just want to go through the guests. Deontay, what was your quick thoughts of the movie?
All right, quick thoughts. I went to go see it in 40X. You know, that's pretty much where it's just like you're actually in the movie and shit. So it was pretty lit. When they had like the big war and everything else, and like the fucking sandworms, like the seats and shit was moving. It was fire, man. Honestly, if you guys have like a 40X like movie theater that's near you, I highly recommend going to see some movies. And 40X is definitely like an experience change.
They should have had like a sand blowing machine or some shit. That would have been crazy.
They actually did. They actually did. So
Stop
they'll
playing.
like, bro, they'll show like the sand and shit. Like they tell you like, hey, if you got some clean clothes, like we're just gonna give you guys the heads up. We don't recommend that you wear those because it's definitely gonna get dirty.
It's fire.
But I think that enhanced my experience a bit. And since I'm not gonna say that I'm proficient with the books, I read some of the books, especially like the first part, which is where the movie ends on. But I think that they adapted it really good. They left some stuff out, you know, some stuff that we can probably get into later. But I think due to Dune's complexity, especially like its with its political and like religious and stuff, I think that Dennis actually did it very well. So for me, and I know Red Pig gonna get on my ass, I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Fire.
BG,
real quick.
This nigga give everything he watch and plays.
Here we go.
He is very generous. I saw his game beat list. He's very generous.
Yes, sir.
BG, how did you see the movie? You saw it in IMAX or Dolby? What'd you see it in?
Yeah, I saw IMAX.
Okay, fire. Do you feel like it was worth that?
Yeah, you know, one thing I was a little bit disappointed in is I wanted them to like use the voice more. I don't know why they
Facts,
clearly
that shit is
like
so
use
fire
it.
to me. Yeah.
Like they don't use it while I don't know if this is a hole, like a plot hole. Like why don't they use it while they're fighting? Isn't that
That
like
was in my notes. That was literally in my notes. Like I just tell the
That's a
nigga
good point.
suck the sword or some dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yo.
I'm like maybe it's an honor. Maybe
They
it's like
need
an
to.
honor
They need to be
thing.
in a certain mind state to do it. I don't think they can fight and do this. Remember in the first movie when he was training him, there's a certain like they can't. They have to like be focused to do that. I don't think they could swing and do that shit at the same time.
Yeah, you're
True,
right.
'cause
Could
he
be.
was
Yeah, could
struggling. Yeah.
His mom,
Yeah.
his mom did it.
No,
She
his
literally was
mom did it
tied
while
up and
she
she was kicking him. And
Yeah, but she had
said,
to
"Slit his throat."
stop. Remember, he had to distract.
Yeah, she
distracted
needed a
motherfucker.
moment to like calm
And
herself.
then when he fucked up, he was able to do it because he distracted them
No.
enough. She had to concentrate. Remember?
But
On the
imagine
plane?
this. But imagine this. You don't just blink your eyes and be like, "What the fuck? I'm at a sword fight." As soon as that nigga walking up to you, be like, "Man, take a shit and suck a dick." You know, real quick. Like, just make him die.
I don't think it worked like that.
No. It's pretty much like how Tarek said. It's mostly about focus and stuff. Like if you remember in the first movie, Paul couldn't get the guy to like undo the binds or so until like she had to tell him like, hey, you had to like lower your pitch or so. So you know when you're doing all this fighting and shit, you're not gonna be able to like lower your pitch in like a good standpoint at that point. So
I can see that.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't overdo the whole relationship thing like with Zendaya. I thought it was gonna be in your face, like
a love movie
'cause
type shit.
I don't know what people's obsession with Zendaya is, but like they like kind of like fast forwarded like an implied sex scene. They did the kiss, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad y'all not shoving this because I'm like, I don't care about their love life like that. You know, I was glad the way they handled it. Right, it wasn't overbearing.
What would you get a movie like out of 10, BG?
I'll give it a 9.
Okay.
I'll give it a 9. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I think it had its like little moments where this part is like a little bit dragging, but yeah, I thought the pacing overall was really good. The dialogue is always engaging and compelling. Like my wife watched the first one yesterday, literally last night, and she was mad because she was like had to wait till the next day to see 2. I'm like, woman, people waited 2 years. People had to wait 2 years. So she got into it. She got into it really, really quickly. The worm riding was fire. You know, the huge wars that that was going on that was fire. You know, the fight at the end. I like that. I think that was a callback to his training in the first when he was fighting Josh Brolin. I think Josh Brolin taught him that move, right? His character.
Yeah.
That move.
Yeah.
That might have been him. Yeah. Because sometimes I hate when like some of these characters when they fights they be pulling off moves that just give them this win where you feel like I don't know if you deserve that, but I remembered I think he was taught that move, so it made sense. Yeah, just a lot of I like a lot of those action scenes, man. When they was taking on the Harkonnens, their machines and their their vessels and all that. That was great. Out
I
in the
loved how we
desert
got
and
to see
everything
more
like
of their
that.
world too. That was heat.
Yeah, I like how the North and the South, Fremen, they believe in different things. That was cool, and just got to see all of their customs and everything like that, and just how they survive in the desert. And they got a million names for this man Paul. Mahoud, what is him?
Muad'Dib, Usu.
Muad'Dib, Lisan
Usul.
Gaib. He was Uzul. I'm like, this man got this nigga got a million names. Y'all
like
like
Tarek.
blazing this man.
Yes, sir.
He was
He's-
getting blazed crazy.
Goat shit. Yeah, I said goat shit.
They just missing Paul Ibn Osama.
Bruh.
And then
Go ahead.
I thought it was fire. To me, he's kind of like Jon Snow. And I don't
I
want
can
to
see
put
that. I can
that
see that.
spoiler out there, but like, yeah, he's a mutt. I'm okay because you figured out in the first movie.
Hey yo, that's racist.
He's a mutt. He's mixed with like a little bit of everything.
Ain't you a mutt?
that's
You can relate, right? Did that part hit you hard, Alex?
This
Oh,
nigga
man.
stupid.
Oh,
This nigga
he's
Red
like, oh,
Peg.
he
This nigga
related.
Red Peg.
Did you
Red
relate?
Peg built like the fucking worms in the movie. You trying to get mad at? Let me
Nah,
finish your
nah,
damn
that's a little too big. That's a little
Because
too big.
he's like a little bit of everything. You know, the Bene Gesserit. He's he's an Atreides.
He about to
He's
call it
learning
Egg
from
Benedict.
he's
dead.
he's learned from the Fremen, and then at the end of the movie, you learn he's also something else is running through his veins. You know, another like this
Fire.
nigga, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's pretty much Jon Snow a little bit. Yeah.
So Alex, besides White, what else you got in?
Oh, I was about to say something.
Mountain
Pause,
Dew.
but did everybody get a movie?
We're gonna get to. I'm
I'm
gonna say.
Wrist iced tea.
I want to get through the quick reviews,
Saint
but
Gotcha.
see, we just to reiterate, we are talking spoilers. So if you don't want to hear no spoilers, if you haven't seen the movie, you can dip out and come back. I got the spoiler tag up, so y'all been warned. There's a spoiler for Dune 3 that I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of fucking with. It's not a big spoiler, but it is still a spoiler. I want to say it, but I ain't gonna say it. I shouldn't even brought it up. But let me get to Saint real quick. Saint, what did you think about the movie?
Yeah, I watched the first movie last month when they had the little IMAX running. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna just wait because you was hyping it up, and I'm like, man, I don't want to be a
Yes,
situation
sir.
where I'm watching fucking what's that trash ass movie, Pocahontas movie, bro, Avatar.
Facts.
I don't want that to be the same thing. So I was
Hey,
like,
Saint be spitting, boy. That boy Saint be spitting, dog.
But yeah, the first one, a lot of people say it's boring, but it's not that. It's like Better Call Saul, or even like Breaking Bad, where it starts off slow as fuck, but when things start getting set up, and that's what it does with this first movie. It sets up everything for like not even it's the second movie. This is world building overall.
Yeah, it's world because if you notice,
really
Saint, not to cut you off, but if you notice, they do all the setup and explanation in the first movie. When you get to the second movie, there's almost none of that. Nothing is really explained, or not much is said because you've already gone through that with the first movie. Like when they're doing certain things in the second movie, or certain things are happening. And because I noticed that while I was watching, I was like, oh, they're not even explaining what's going on. Because if you watch the first movie, you know what's going on. But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, and that's what's so good because like the first one, I'm not gonna lie, it lacked like a lot of like action. Like it was like that one big scene when them niggas just came up there like fucking Donzo and Itachi, bruh, and smoked everybody's pack.
Yeah, fire.
And then you go into this movie, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, the action was top notch, bro. And then the visuals too, like them using the fucking infrared cameras, bro, for that little Coliseum fight they did.
That's one of the best parts of the movie.
Fire. And I don't know why not a lot of people are not talking about this, bro. The fireworks, bro. The black.
Oh
and white
yeah, they look
fireworks.
like ink bubbles or some
Ink
shit.
blobs, yeah.
That was crazy.
I hated their city.
Oh.
like what I hated the black and white.
You didn't like that black and white
I
shit?
like things
You
with
didn't
color.
like
That's
it?
because I like everything
Yeah, I
sort
didn't
of
like that
vibrant and
either.
colorful. I get it. It like
That
makes
shit
them
was
stand out.
fucking lit.
It makes them
Yeah, 'cause of
stand
the
out
stylus
versus everybody else. So that's great. I just like to see stuff with color.
It explains why they're so pale though, because
That shit-
it's
but-
their sun.
yeah,
Their
look at their
sun
skin.
only
They
emits
only
infrared
see
light.
infrared. They only see infrared. That's why they're vomiting
That's
on the planet.
fucking heat.
That's why when they're on the planet, they're vomiting on the fucking helicopter and shit. They're not used to that shit. So
It's details like that make it really good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and then like everything that it called back from the prophecy in the first movie, and it flips that because like, the
Oh,
movie's
I love
predictable,
that. His visions.
but the visions get flipped in a way, like certain things
Yeah.
get switched out of place. You're like, wait a minute, it happened, but not the way you thought it was gonna be. And even I won't say the big plot twist. I won't say it, but
I love shit like that.
Shit,
Why you edging us, bro?
it was
One-
good.
One thing that I thought like got a little bit like ridiculous was like every time, and if you talk back to any one of them, I'm gonna slit your throat. Like, bro, I was just
That's
telling
fire. That's
you, bro, I wasn't even arguing with you. Yo, Cap, yo, Baron, I'm just letting you know, so and so is over there doing this. I'm like, bro, why am I dead?
That
Like, I was
nigga,
just letting you know, bro.
That's big Darth Vader vibes, bro.
That's-
Like Darth Vader does the exact same thing,
Yeah.
and I see why people
But-
say it's the Empire Strikes Back because
Dar-
Darth Vader does the exact same thing, bro. You talk back. Oh, you didn't do what I told you to do, nigga. You dead, bro. Especially when he's talking his
Like,
fucking.
damn, bro. I was just letting you know. And I like they reminded me of like Sand Ninjas, the Fremen, when they was like literally just chilling in the sand,
Yeah,
breathing
that
and
was heat.
popping out. That joint was fire.
That
That
was
joint was
heat.
fire. Yeah.
You know what I? You
but
know what I?
I
oh,
gotta
ahead.
go. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, great movie, fire.
You
Yeah,
already
we
laying in
appreciate you
bed, or
coming
got
through,
you in
BG.
your game room.
For sure, BG.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
All right.
coming through.
I'll catch y'all later.
We're gonna debate about it after dark. See you later.
All right.
Fire.
But yeah, Sang, go ahead, continue, brother.
Oh, I want to say first off, like first movie is probably like a 7.
Damn.
But I don't care what Red Pick says, bro. This movie here, bro, is 11 out of 10. Nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I will be watching it. Like, bro, I don't know what they did because the IMAX was bumping, bro. I had a headache after that movie, bro. And I will
That's a
be
good.
watching
That's a good
that
thing.
motherfucker
Yes,
again.
sir. Bro, I saw it in Dolby. You know, Dolby got them speakers in the chairs. Boy, some of them scenes, the chairs was shaking and jumping. I'm like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Bro, I saw it in the regular show, and even my seats were shaking, bro.
It almost reminded me. I haven't had like a movie theater sound experience like that since the Batman. The sound, like, people underrate sound when it comes to movies, bro. That shit can really push
And
a movie up to the next level.
I'm mad that BG went and took a bath, bro. I was about to ask him, so tell me the music wasn't fire in this movie, bro. Tell me that music didn't
Dune
have
1
you
and Dune
on
2
hyper,
soundtrack
bro.
is some of the best. It's some of the best shit. Yeah,
They
Hans
got
Zimmer.
that Hans Zimmer,
I love
bro. He's been my
Legend.
favorite composer. Like, I'm mad that I didn't get to play any of his music on like in orchestra at all. Like, this dude has been killing. Like, I want y'all to think about this shit, bro. He been holding it down from Crisis 2, Modern Warfare 2, The Dark
Yeah,
Knight,
he does game music too. That's right. That's facts.
Batman v Superman. Whether you hate it or love it, the music was on point. Like, he's got a fucking catalog, bro. Like, he is him.
You
I
know
like
what's
that
fire
Hans
too,
Zimmer does
Saint?
that.
He got a yeah, that shit's heat. You could, if you have MW3, I believe he has like a soundtrack pack that you can download. I saw it on the PSN store like a couple weeks ago.
You gotta buy it though, man.
Yeah, and I don't even got that game. But damn, what was I getting ready to say? Yeah, he's been my favorite composer since The Dark Knight. That soundtrack is crazy. His soundtrack he made up for Joker was perfect, and then he just been killing shit ever since, man. I was disappointed when he didn't do Christopher Nolan's like Oppenheimer, but when I saw the movie, it didn't matter because Oppenheimer got Ludwig, who was like the next up and coming. Ludwig been killing shit too with the soundtracks. Yeah, Ludwig been killing shit. But I want to go ahead and get to we're gonna keep going, just a quick overall thoughts, and then we'll get into the larger discussion. Mafia Quad, did you get to see Dune yet?
Yeah, so I saw it. You talking about the new one or the old one?
Yeah, the new one.
The new one, I saw it Thursday night.
What kind of screen did you see it on?
XD.
Fire. What'd you think about the movie?
I like the movie. So I just saw the first one Tuesday. I thought it was good, a lot of world building. I thought it was interesting. But like I said, with the second one, the only problem I really had, other than it's really long, is the movie both movies didn't really know how to climax for me.
So you feel like it didn't really have a satisfying ending?
Yes, like let me see. So you remember the scene where they went there where he murdered?
Climax
I
isn't
guess
the ending.
Hmm?
Climax ain't the ending. That Mafia Squad talking about like the one part of the movie where you went, oh shit, now we're about to see the results of this event. You know what I mean?
That too, but there are also some other. This was technically, I guess, a part of the ending. But you remember when they blew up the big ship in the sky, and he went inside and I guess killed his great grandfather?
Yeah.
The way that scene was looking like how it was going to start, I was expecting like a real big crazy fight in there. I didn't just think he was just going to walk in, kill him. Everybody's just going to stand there and look and just let them walk out. And another thing I was kind of disappointed in, the new villain, I really like that guy, and I was really kind of hoping to see more of him in the movie. Because
Yeah,
it's
I
just
don't
like
blame
I
you.
feel it. Yeah, I feel as though if I read the book, he had a much bigger role than what was actually shown. And not just them, they're actual people. I kind of want to see more of them.
The
But again,
Harkonnens?
overall, say it again.
My bad. I mean, you talking about the Harkonnens?
Yeah, I want to see more of them. Like they seem real interesting too, like the Freemans. But like I said, I like the movie. It's setting up something big. I'm pretty sure when the next Dune comes out, if they capitalize on everything they set up, it's gonna be over a 10 out of 10. But just what
Now,
I
do you feel
got.
like
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you off of what you just said? If they knock out movie 3, if they knock it out the park, for you, will this be the best science fiction trilogy you've seen since I guess what Star Wars? What's the bigger one? What's the biggest one we've seen? It don't say Fast and Furious.
That's the fit. What the fuck?
If they knock it out the park
No,
with
high
Dune
fantasy.
3, I think this will probably be the best. I think with Dune 3, it will make the first two even better if they knock it out the park because
Facts.
like I said, I'm really interested in this universe. I want to read the books. But it's just like I felt those you could capitalize on a lot of stuff a little bit better.
I think the movie
But
needed to be longer, man. It needed to be like 3 hours, 15 minutes.
That's what I thought too. I thought there was an extra 30 minutes.
And also, one thing my buddy told me, so he's a big fan of Dune. When I told him my review for the first and second one, he said rewatch them because when he first saw them, he felt the same way, but with a rewatch, it got better.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen.
That's how it is.
I've seen
That's
Dune
how
the first one like
that's
4
how
times.
mostly.
But let me ask y'all, like, has anybody here watched the original movie and read the books, or did y'all just watch the movies? Like,
I read the
I tried to
book.
get us. I tried to get us to watch the 1984 one last week, but we just didn't find the time.
I
'cause I
started
keep
it
hearing this thing
a few years
about the
ago, but I
books
didn't finish it.
being. Oh, you didn't finish it. Oh, damn.
I'm about to say, nigga, if you thought the first Dune was boring, I know 1984 probably gonna fucking put me to sleep in 10 minutes, nigga.
Oh, it's my NyQuil.
Yeah, damn.
No, it's because I keep hearing that the books was like not even like you can't adapt it. Is what I keep hearing.
Yeah.
And in every
There's
review,
not. There's 9 books, and then his trilogy's only covering the first like 2 books.
Yeah, because the problem with the books are the further you get, the more outlandish they get. Like to the point where Dune Messiah is technically the second book. And then there's Children of Dune. But after Children of Dune, you get to a point in the story where like things just start getting kind of like outlandish. I don't know how much I want to say because they might use some of it in the next movie, but that's what people are referring to. There's a lot of like just kind of like weird shit that happens that it wouldn't really make sense to put into a movie.
Basically, the book's quality kind of dropped off. He didn't know how to cap it off, and he kept going, and then So while I feel like the first couple books were good, I feel like he didn't know how to close it, and he kind of kept it open ended. It kept going and going and going. You know, we just animate like One Piece, where it just keeps going and going and going and going, and it's like, all right, dog, end the shit. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, and like Luffy still can't swim. Yeah, all that shit.
Oh, that bitch ass pirate. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck One Piece. Yeah.
But
yeah, Scotty.
Mafia Quad, one more time. What'd you give Dune 2 out of 10?
On the first showing, 7 out of 5. I mean 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Go ahead, just round that up, dog.
Yeah, go ahead and get that at 8, brother. Alex, your quick thoughts of the movie, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm in the living room. Had to congratulate my girl. She's made some carne asada. When I tell you, I just fell in love all over again.
Fire.
Let me get my notes. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thanks for all your movie takes. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I literally only had 2 cons for this whole movie, and y'all know when I go to a movie, my first thing that I try to point out is what don't I like. Not even the CGI. Y'all know I'm hard on movies, bro. I don't have patience nowadays for a lot of dumb shit, right? First con, Zendaya. I do not understand what y'all see in it. And let me say, she's a black woman. She's not a bad actress, but she does not do anything to garner this like type of fucking. There's no. If I see her name on a bill, I have no emotion. If I see Leonardo, y'all know if we see Leonardo, we like, oh yeah, I gotta see that. Regardless of what the movie is, I want to see him do this character, right? Zendaya has never put herself in a position where I want to see anything she's about to do. Now, people tell me Euphoria is really good.
Watch
She
it,
even
bro.
has see, but it's the thing. So that's where she's acting like a crackhead. We've seen her in Spider-Man. We've seen her in Dune, and now she has a new movie where she's gonna be like the love interest between these two tennis players. So I don't think I'm gonna go see that, but if I do, I will have seen this girl in 3 out of the 5, 6 main emotions you can do as a character, right? And I'm just, I don't know. Like I said, she didn't ruin the movie, but I don't know. She just don't do it for me. Either way,
You tripping,
she's
brother?
not why we're
She
here.
great actress, great actress. She did her thing in this.
I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. She does what she has to do. That's the thing. She
You
does
you're saying
exactly
like,
what she has to do.
are you
It's just
saying she
not
do all the
unique.
time? Like she do the same shit all the time?
It's not that she does the same shit. It's like, how
You
about
doing the
this?
bare minimum
If
for
He's
you?
not outstanding.
Right. So say if you gotta get your car clean, right? You can go spend the $8 and go to the little suds machine that's in the back of your city, or you could spend the 45 and get Javier to get down and get his hands dirty and clean the rims with a towel, nigga.
You
Like
rock?
she don't get you did. She don't clean my bumper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't shine the same. My only other confidence movie is I don't get why there isn't more sexy talk. I wanted more witch speak.
What?
When my girl and I watched Dune Part 1 like a couple weeks ago, I forgot that was in that movie. And when they was in that ship and they went take the knife. I had goosebumps on the
Yeah,
couch,
that
bro.
shit's fire.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god! And the rest of the movie, I didn't even care about Timothée Chalamet's little cow lick. I didn't care about his mom looking sick in the face. I just kept playing that scene in my mind for that witch speak, bro. That to me, and y'all let me know, the witch speak in Dune is one of the top 5 memorable things, and I don't even know how to frame this, but movies have that one thing that just kind of like Matrix had the bullet time, right? This witch speak to me is one of the most standout things I've seen in a movie in years that just made me love it, bro. That I want to see more and more and more of it. Kudos to how they portrayed that. I love it. It sounds like hundreds of years of men and women, wicked people. I like that. I fuck with it.
hell?
Okay.
Alex,
To the
you know what
pros.
makes that mug fire
Freaky
even
ass nigga.
more? Is that her having her daughter speak to her makes it seem even sinister a little bit to me. I don't know
That's
what
what
it is, bro.
Yeah, bro. We go get into that. I'm sure when we do like the story analysis, but if we do that. So for me, the pros of this movie is the progression. I didn't feel like there was a lull. I didn't feel like everyone on the internet was saying it was boring in the first hour and a half. They tripping. I was enthralled the entire time. This is the proper way to go about world building. He like obviously we got to see the progression of him becoming more Fremen because when the first movie ended, he literally was like, "Can I please be you guys' friend?" And then this movie is him showing, all right, you're going to have to learn how to ride the Alaskan bullworm. You're going to have to get your name. You're going to have to cross the desert. Shit like that. I enjoyed seeing that. It felt natural. Stilgar stole the show for me on a lot of scenes. They were saying how they didn't like his comedic effect. This nigga was there was at one point in the movie, I was the only one making noises. I was laughing. Like when something happened and then he went back to his crew and he was like, he being humble right now, but the prophecy is secured. And it was like, yes. I was cracking up. And then there was one like, I think Timothée Chalamet like ate a biscuit a certain way and he was like, oh, alhamdulillah. It's like that was killing me, bro. Like I thought that it was hilarious. And on top of that, just his body language, like the seasoned, hard-nosed vet of the Fremen. I gotta protect these niggas, but then again, I have the fundamentalist views. I got the younger generation not fucking with it, and they laughing at us while we praying. He's just like, hey, can y'all be quiet, please? Like he understands it. He hasn't seen enough to where it's solidified. This is truly what's happening, but he believes enough to where he keeps that fortitude for the other people in his community, bro. I fuck with Stilgar. You feel me? He told his mom, he said, "Look, you can either go drink that little blue goo, or you can donate your water to the rest of our pool." Fire. He said, "What?" He's like, "I'm gonna either drink your sweat, my nigga, or you about to be one of my founding mothers." Like, that shit was fire to me. Action was way better in this movie. The first movie, it's like they was fighting in fucking mascots. Like, they was slow. It's almost like you could hear the little armor they was wearing. It was like, so glad we don't have Jason Momoa. Please stop putting him in every movie.
Cap.
Little...
Jason Momoa was great in the first movie. He's great. And,
I like Jason Momoa, but I do not want to see him put his head down and make his eyes look cockeyed every time he get in the action scene.
Well, I got bad
I
news
just got
for
done
you.
watching. I just got done. Don't you dare. I just got done watching C, and bro, that nigga loves every movie.
Hold on. Are you finna say the action scene not good? Because if you are, you're lying.
I didn't say C in action wasn't good, but he did the same moves. This is what Jason Momoa do.
He was killing shit in C. That's the best fight scenes on TV that I've seen the last few years.
Let me say this: you give Jason Momoa a hair tie and an Orange Crush soda, that nigga gonna do a swinging motion, get low to the ground, and be like, like he do the same fucking move.
Nah, see, you sound like Red Peg with the John Wick armbar.
I'm telling you,
you sound like Red Peg with the John Wick armbar.
Jason Momoa has the same action coordinator with him on every set. I'm telling you, go watch C season 1 and go see Dune 1. That nigga's doing the same spin around ballerina move, and because I got long hair, I'm sexy with it. Like, get out of here.
Do you remember
drink your soda.
Kyle Drogo in fucking Game of Thrones? He kind of fight the same. Honestly, got a point, dog. He does fight. He fights,
and I'm not mad at it because he's a big dude, and for him to be that big, pause, he does get around quick. Like, he's not like The Rock where, look at my muscles, I'm gonna punch you hard. Like, Jason Moore, he get up, like he move around. I'm giving him credit for that.
Bro,
he just does the same move.
They got some parts in. I've been telling people to go watch
Paul Bunyan.
I've been telling people to watch C for years. Jason Momoa has scenes in that show
like a lumberjack
where he literally gets into a room, it's quiet as fuck, and he literally takes out everybody in the whole fucking room. Nobody knows. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, when he had to go get his daughter. Yeah, I mean
go watch C on Apple TV, man.
But
all
anyway,
seasons
okay.
is out. Yeah.
The mom the mom acted her ass off.
Yeah, she was.
The mom literally stood up, took her ass off, put it in front of her, and looked at it. The mom acted her ass off in this film, bro. She went believable from the pregnant mom who look, the bloodline is finished. It's you and me, Timothy Chalamet, but I'm gonna make sure we good, right? To go to she don't believe it, but she gotta become the founding mother. I'm gonna drink this shit. I'm a witch. My blood transfusion go make sure the poison don't, like, the way that she just feels in the role is exactly what the witches do in that world. Remember how the lady from Midsommar, I always forget her name. I always want to call her Hayden Panettiere.
You're talking about Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, the girl from Death Stranding. What's that girl's name?
Léa
Seydoux. The way that these women know their role in the world is to be like, what did we say last night? I was calling them like the bishops to the king and queen, the rooks. Like, they move in where they need to do and they secure the mission. The mom was doing what the fuck she had to do, and it was a joy to see. It's like, ain't nothing more fire to me the fact that this woman is literally an assassin. Like, I'm not gonna say she an assassin, but the woman was literally fighting niggas pregnant, and they respected her, and she do witch talk, and she really liked that. Like, the mom is a badass, bro. And I feel like I be one of the people, like, is that if that's lost on people in this film. It takes a different type of woman, a different type of person to come in, see a religion, and say, okay, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. And then just suddenly get face tattoos. I'm wearing the red garb. My son is like, this shit is fire to me. Like, she did what she had to do. Way better than Zendaya. Timothy Chalamet belongs here and not Charlie the Charlie Factory. He looks better in a sand condom than he does in striped pants. He did not need to be on that Charlie Wonka Factory movie, whatever the fuck. That was a blight on his career. I believe him more with something in his nose. That just wasn't a good fit for me. The whimsical, you're already petite, you already have a sharp little chin. It just didn't fit. But in this movie, the prodigal son, the innocence has been taken away from him. We see him make his first kill. We see him assume this role. Way better suited for him. And maybe it's because he has a baby face. But this role felt way more natural to me for him. And And then, oh shit, hold up. I think my mic went out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Yep.
This movie needs more oh no, I lied. This movie gave us more Alaskan bullworm, and I appreciated them for it. The first movie, I was like, bro, they're literally edging us with like the worm lore, and we got worm lore, and that's what I wanted. Niggas was riding the worm paws. Niggas was bathing with the worm paws. Niggas sucked some blue liquid out of the worm paws. I realized that the Shala Ali or whatever the hell, Mahud.
Shai Halud.
So the Shai Halud, I guess, is
That's the name
race
for the
of
worm.
worm. Okay, so at first I was thinking, okay, that's one specific worm, but I guess that's just like the worm as a collective, I guess, because when Timothy jumped on that worm, they said, "Oh, that's the great grandfather worm. Like that's Shalai Lud or whatever, accepting him because they brought one of the old worm. I don't know. More worm lore. I'm not mad at it. Star-studded cast. I'm gonna wrap my takes up here. Amazing movie, and I got a topic for us later to really put this in perspective as to what we just watched. Thank you for your time.
Fire. What you give it out of 10?
I give it 10 chopped milkshakes out of 10, bro.
Fire. That's a high score. Red Peg, are you there?
A lot of
Are you there, Red Peg?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you go last because I know you're gonna be on some bullshit. Tarek.
Damn.
Tarek, what's your thoughts of the movie, sir?
All right, so I watched.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Keep it short, brother.
Nigga.
We don't need no 2-hour fucking rant.
Hey, man. As I said, I'm about to make you touch yourselves in my review, dog. So chill out.
What?
Anyway, so I watched the first movie. A lot of people I think thought it was boring. I thought the first movie was really, really good. It was a world building movie, and I appreciate movies that world build. And the second movie, going into it, like I already knew it was gonna be good, but I thought they knocked it out of the park with this one. In terms of like the visual effects, I thought everything was like really, really top notch, really good. Like the sets, especially back on the Huracan planet, that was excellent. What else? Going back, even like Arrakis. I guess we saw a little bit of Arrakis the first movie, but we mostly saw like little snippets of it. Like we saw like a sand dune there. Then we saw like where he fought Jameis there, and that's kind of everything was kind of contained like in little small areas. But this movie they kind of open it up where you see these large like desert. You see where you actually see how barren and wide the land is, and when they show the planet shot, like seeing the whole planet, seeing the whole south side, seeing how barren it is with all the sandstorms versus the north side of the planet. I appreciated that because the first movie you didn't really get to see that. It was really closed and like closed off, and like the scenes are really small, but the camera angles in this movie they kind of opened it up. Like everything was just like a wide camera angle. Maybe because I watched an IMAX, I kind of noticed a little more, but I appreciated like how they opened it up. So I thought the story was great. I mean, we're getting into the discussion, so I'm not going to touch on all this stuff. In terms of acting, I think Timothy did a great job. It was weird seeing him in Wonka, then seeing him in this movie. I guess seeing him as Wonka first kind of was just weird. It's like, why is Willy Wonka in this movie? So I had to kind of get over that the first 10 minutes of the movie. I'm like, dog, he has that kiddish face, but you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Frodo from Lord of the Rings, just in the Dune universe. And I think because Frodo had like a little child face, and I feel like he has a childish face, it makes more sense. And I think when people try to think of like him, they're trying to make him like the Aragorn character or like the Anakin Skywalker, and he's not that. He's more of like the Luke, the more calmer faced, like central figure of the story. I thought the mother did a great job. She sold her role really well. Christopher Walken, I get the casting. I felt like he should have more lines. His line, like the words he did speak in the movie were okay. I just felt like his presence was kind of nullified by everybody else. He was just there to be, I guess, he's Christopher Walken. So it's like you know who he is. He does direct the scene, like command the scene a little bit, but I kind of felt like they wasted him. I felt like he should have had more screen time or more dialogue. Probably get to that later. Yeah,
I think he's in a situation where we're just happy to see him on screen. To be honest,
yeah, I feel like he fit the movie. He did fit it, but I'm like, I didn't hear that. You know, that bumbling Christopher Walken dialogue. It was. I guess I was expecting that, but it wasn't in the movie. But I think everyone in there was casted perfect. I didn't see like a casting job that was like, yeah, they could have something better. But overall, great movie. I think I'd give it a 9.5. If I had to say what I would want more from the movie, I felt like if the movie was 30 minutes to an hour longer, I would appreciate it a lot more. I don't mind long movies. Like as I said, I like Lord of the Rings. I watch the extended editions. Those are 4-hour movies each, and I feel like if a movie can justify itself being 3 hours, 3.5 hours, then it should. I feel like this movie had the justification to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes longer, and because it didn't feel like a 2-hour, 45-minute movie to me. When the movie ended, I was like, "Fuck, it's over already." I was like, "Damn!" I swear there was gonna be an extra 30 minutes of that movie. So maybe when the directors come out, we see more of the movie. And yeah, but 9.5 out of 10. Looking forward to the third movie whenever the fuck that comes out.
Fire. It's gonna be a few years, maybe like the article I read yesterday said Warner Brothers wants it to come out in 27, but we'll see.
Jesus Christ, folks.
But see, that's because he has some movies that he's working on that are like already in the works that he wants to do first. And I'm not mad at it because one of them I really want to see.
But I think Timothy's schedule, he has a lot of films coming out, and Zendaya has a lot of films coming out too. So
yeah,
they better get on it.
Well, yeah, one of the movies he's doing with Zendaya, he's doing the Cleopatra movie. He wants to do it.
But I mean, and yeah, the director deserve a lot. Like, I'm not gonna say he's a modern day George Lucas or Christopher Nolan, but he's building a great resume, and I think this is like
he's in my opinion, he's the only director out right now that can compete with Nolan when it comes to like those type of movies.
He needs a lot more on his belt though. He needs to complete this trilogy, like and see how it like.
But you gotta look at his book, bro. If you look at his resume, he has no misses. All his movies is fine. The nigga did Prisoners, fire movie. Have you seen Prisoners? Fire.
Oh, that was him? I feel like his catalog has to get
Prisoners.
Bigger,
he did Sicario 1. Sicario 1 is amazing. He did Arrival, another good sci-fi movie. He did Blade Runner 2, which it flopped, but it's a good movie. Yeah, the nigga, he man. He
Yeah, and I don't know where he was. I'm not trying to bring Star Wars up, but I feel like, dog, there was a director for Star Wars. I mean, I know Dune is different. I know it's set in space, so it's not the same shit. But I'm like, dog, I would like to see him direct something in Star Wars. Like, I would love to see it. See how he's gonna take. But go ahead.
If he does, it needs to be like an Andor type. I don't want him doing no fucking Mandalorian bullshit. Red Pig, what are your thoughts on the movie?
You know, it's been a lot of dick eat, aside from Mafia Quad, you know, Deontay Dick Eater.
So you want to come in and be different and hate for no reason? Go ahead.
I mean, for what y'all said everything I could say about the movie, you know, visually.
No, what did you think about it?
Listen, visually, you know, acting, all that for the most part, good. I kind of agree with Alex on. Yeah, really, it's genuinely surprisingly lit. It had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, because I was getting sleepy.
Now wait, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Explain for us what was happening that made you sleepy in the beginning of the movie. What was happening? What wasn't happening for you?
It was
because let me explain something. Let me explain something.
Not much was really. It was slow as fuck. It was
yeah. Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
It was getting
me. This is spoiler talk. The movie literally opens up with them being fucking caught off guard, ambushed by the fucking
I'm talking after that. No.
The Harkonnens.
I'm talking about after that.
Hold on, wait. They kill all of them niggas. Then it gets slow for maybe about 20 minutes max. 20 minutes max.
No.
While they go to the village and they explain shit.
He's not gonna be honest.
It's literally like 20 minutes right there. And then right after that 20 minutes, it gets straight back to the action. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I don't understand you.
It was.
Redpeg, tell him what you ate. Tell him what you ate before you even saw the first intro. And that's gonna tell y'all why he's sleeping.
Actually, I ate.
He had 3 hot dogs, so you was sleepy. You was full. You was sleepy.
Damn, nigga. I ate. I had 2.
You was
but I
full.
ate
Your
them
belly was
during.
full, and you
I
was
ate them
sleepy. You had the
during.
itis.
He
No,
was
no, no, no. And guess
full.
what? I was strategic with it. I had to plan it out so I could stay up. Because trust me, if I didn't eat them during the movie, I probably would have been really slumped for real.
No,
But
this nigga, man.
Fam.
so
Just
I
say
ate.
that
I
you
ate. I ate
6 hot
one.
dogs before the movie even started.
I ate it during the movie, so there's that. Anyway, nigga. I will say, before I'm gonna dick eat a little bit like y'all did. I ain't gonna dick. The soundtrack, the cinematography, visuals, the acting, all really good to me. You have to go see this movie in IMAX or Dolby Cinema. You can't see this in anything but that. I feel like it won't hit.
If
the
you
same
watch this on the
at
regular
all if you
screen,
see
you're
this
doing
regular.
yourself a disservice.
Yeah, this movie is an experience, though. All right, now after that, also I want to say, Timothy Chalamet. I thought he gave a nuanced performance. Zendaya, she was alright. I thought she was pretty
Thank
good
you.
as yeah, she was alright. Also, I want to say I expected to see Batista a little bit more in this movie. I did not like his character in this movie. I'm sorry. He didn't get
Facts.
enough
Same.
screen time for me. He was just straight pussy. He was getting bitched the whole movie to me. It was a letdown. His death, just like your
There's a reason
boy
for that, though.
shit, was anticlimactic as hell to me. Did not like it. What I was gonna say, it was a little
You tripping.
slow in the beginning to me. Okay, I have to take some notes here. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. Let me
So
say this real quick. The first movie, Batista is that nigga. He's the nigga. He's fucking people up. He's killing the Harkonnens. He's running that shit. So much so that when they meet him in the second movie, they hate his guts. They want to fucking kill him. The reason he looks so weak in the second movie is to show you that the whole time he really not that guy. He really not him. It's his brother. That's the whole point of that shit. But go ahead, Rip. Go ahead.
okay.
Y'all think there's I'll wait till Rebec's done.
All right. So, like I said, visually stunning. Okay, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, the movie pacing wasn't the best to me. The second half of the movie, this movie is long as fuck, and it still feel rushed to me. I don't know about y'all.
Not rushed at all.
Like the second half felt rushed, and a lot of things didn't make that much sense to me. By the way, nigga, did he actually go through the desert do that full night? They never really showed him finishing that, and Zendaya helped him or whatever the fuck. Yeah, Paul awesome and all that. I guess the main conflict was his mom. Basically, it felt like it was, and him just being a beast for 3 hours and all that other shit. It was a lot. It was a lot happened in that second half of the. Y'all didn't feel that way?
No.
No, I mean I
No.
feel like some shit.
Bro, the movie felt
I'ma be
rushed in the
honest.
second half. A lot of things happened in that second half of the movie.
No, let me
It's
ask.
been,
Hold on.
and
Let
I
me
feel
ask you.
like,
Let me ask you to
the
clarify.
amount of time that
Are
passed, it didn't.
let me ask you. When
I
you
feel
say
like
a lot of shit
time
happened,
passed in the second half of the movie,
Rip,
and they
when you
didn't like. Wait, go ahead.
when you say a lot of shit happened, are you talking about him learning their ways? Because they did kind of do like a
Bro,
montage almost of him like getting closer with their
like
culture and learning their
it
ways.
felt. I felt like I was in a dream sequence the last half of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot happened. A lot happened in the last half of that
I
movie.
think
I
that
don't
was the
think I
slush.
read
I
it. But
think you had brain freeze
that's,
from the slushy. Maybe you should
nah, nigga.
rewatch the movie
A
though.
lot
Rewatch
happened
the
in the
movie
second
though.
half. A lot happened in the second half of the movie. This nigga drinking the shit. Come back. I'm like,
But
oh,
you act like that all
a
happened
lot happened in
within
the
like
last movie.
15 minutes of each other. That was like hours apart. that shit was not that quick.
Hey,
That happened all
I
through the
also
pregnancy, bro.
but I appreciate movies because I've noticed this as well. Like they'll save us to 10 minutes of him walking through the desert. Like we don't really need to see him. Are you gonna make it past? Like there's bigger fish to fry, bro. I like when movies be like, all right, we know he gonna pass the deserts and Daya helps him. Cool. Next topic.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I
it's not that
don't want them to-
important. They know he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
They pick their
Also,
moments.
they like.
Okay,
Also,
I'll say
it's supposed
this.
to
I
be
do
really.
agree that the cuts, so the passes of time, they don't really cue you in on it too much.
Exactly. You can't. You
Yeah,
don't know how much
yeah,
time has really passed.
because
Like a lot of
sometimes,
shit is happening in a
yeah,
short amount of
because
time.
when shit happened, my
I'm
dog, what the
telling you,
fuck?
they.
When did he get back? I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I know
That's
what I know
what
what
I'm
you're talking
saying.
about.
I'm
Montan, they talking about like when they started like fighting back, there was no real way to say, okay, how long have y'all been killing these oil reserves? Has it been a week? Has it been months,
Right.
years, nigga? Like
Hold on,
that's what
Saint.
No, they show you the time actually, bro, from her from old girl's pregnancy. They show you the
yeah,
entire time.
Oh, how
even
big her
but
stomach got?
Yeah.
He actually
Yeah,
is
but
pretty
even-
because when you see
that does show
that
how,
too, but like you
how the
see
man
her
fuck,
baby as
like-
like an embryo, and then further in the movie you see like the actual. It looks like it
Yeah,
looks
but
like
I'm
a
saying
fetus.
that even when he went to the desert, and the 2 weeks it's like, all right, how did that shit go? I know you didn't want to know about the details, whatever, but I'm like, dog, how long was that between that point? Like, yeah, we know it's months, but I feel like even like from scene to scene, I'm like, dog, how much time is passing between these two scenes?
But
Even
see,
when
this is where I
sometimes the
counter.
mom's not in the scene.
This is where I counter Tyrett. The same complaint people like Red Pig had for the first movie. Oh, it's boring. They're taking too long to set up stuff. You're literally asking them to do that in the second. You're asking them to take the time to
No,
set
but I
up
like
stuff
the
that's
first
really
movie.
not that important.
But I like
Not
the
that
first movie.
Yeah,
though.
we might like it, but Red Pig's asking for something that he would have
But
complained about.
no, because in the movie I realized I'm like, oh shit, time has passed. 'Cause to me, I'm like, that's
Exactly.
the next day. But
So let me ask
later
you
in
this,
the
Red
movie,
Pig,
I think
because
about it
Red Pig,
like
you wouldn't have liked it if they showed you the actual events happening in between, because it would have been you would have said it was boring.
Yeah, or at least
Would
be
you
like
have wanted like
such and
a
such,
big?
or at least be like, such
So
and such later. You know what I'm saying?
See, no, that's fucking that's corny, dog. It's not that type of movie. They're not going to do a fucking
Oh, you
MC.
could do it. You could do it.
They're
via
not going to do
dialogue,
what
nigga. You
they're
could
not
say,
going to
like,
do an
yes,
MCU
and
graphic on the screen that says 20 days later.
No, I'm saying there's better,
no.
bro. They could have did it. There's better ways than that. They could have done it in a better way.
But
They could've-
some of
you
it
know
is,
what I'm
You
saying?
know what?
a lot of it, Red Pig, is implied. Like some movies, they respect their audience's intelligence. When you're watching the movie, you know time has passed. They don't have to fucking spell it out for you every time.
And keep in mind, bro, this is a already almost 3 hour long movie with the ads. I mean, with the trailers in the beginning, you're at the theater for 3 hours, and I know y'all are saying, oh, the movie could have been 30 minutes longer. I don't really need 30 minutes longer of ensuring that this nigga walked across the desert and back. It's literally like when SpongeBob said, I can touch that rock. You want to see me do it again? He's literally just walking there and back. What is there to do? The nigga literally rode a worm. Like, there's other cool shit to see in that world.
I got
break.
I got another issue. Fucking they was fighting over the spice. You it didn't feel that important. Like everything didn't feel as important as it did in the first movie to me. Like the spice, while they fighting over it, the houses.
Well, to be fair, that's because you watched the movie
houses,
one
that seemed
time
pretty-
and you didn't.
The houses,
you had to watch YouTube.
even the houses when they showed up at the end, it felt low stakes to me.
That's for the third movie.
I'm saying, but they kept mentioning the whole movie, other such shit. Also, after all the build up in part one, nigga, the demise of Baron, nigga, it was very anticlimactic and lame as fuck, nigga. I agree with Mafia Quad. That shit was lame as hell to me.
Whoa.
Nigga.
So hold on. You wanted the fat ass dying Baron who can't walk. You wanted him to fight back. You wanted him to fight.
Nigga, he could float in the air, nigga. You could come up with something interesting.
The Emperor knocked it out.
Yeah, I know that. No. I'm saying no. I said I know he got his shit cut and all that.
So what did you want to happen?
It could have been.
He can't fight back. What else can happen? He can't fight back.
He just sit there and got stabbed in the throat. Him like, I'm sorry, Grandpa, and stabbed in the throat.
He didn't even say I'm sorry. He killed the nigga. He didn't even say I'm sorry.
I'm like, okay, that was
said,
some
nice to meet you.
That shit. That was on some like Han Solo getting killed shit, nigga. That's how I felt that was, nigga.
In that scene, I was expecting the soldiers to fight. I was expecting them just
exactly.
Walk in.
They just.
Go ahead.
Bro, it felt like how Han Solo died in Star Wars.
But hold on,
but
to be fair, y'all don't remember the whole fucking scene prior to that where they were fighting armies of soldiers. They literally fought 100 soldiers outside.
That was fire.
And then they get inside. The soldiers inside. The soldiers inside they clearly shown that they're more powerful than them. They're outnumbered. So what did you want? You wanted a you wanted a hero. You wanted a hero's death for the. You wanted a hero's death for the villain. The whole point was to give him an unceremonious death. He's a piece of shit. That's the whole point. He don't get a ceremonious death. You stab him in the neck and be done with it.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. It could have been more. It could have been better than that.
Okay, hold on. Red Pig.
Hold on. Let him like a pig though, on purpose.
Red Pig, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Red Pig, rewrite the scene. What are you gonna do?
5 minutes. Okay. I have them bust in there, and the fat ass just turn around and be like,
he's on the ground. He cannot move.
Boom, 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 boom. No, he floating right now. They ain't cut his yet. They ain't cut him yet.
Okay, so you writing that part out where his shit got cut.
King and him, yeah, I'm cutting that part out. The king and them, they turn around like, oh shit, and then they just start rushing each other with the what you call it, Elvis.
It would have been over. It would have been over in 10 seconds.
It wouldn't have been.
All right, bro. But
I could like
keep
it
going.
like
Keep
that.
going with your keep going with your shit. Keep going with your shit.
Can I interject something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know you guys keep saying like his soldiers should have done something. All of his soldiers were outside. The soldiers that was inside were the Sardaukar. Those are the soldiers that served only the emperor. So they didn't care about Harakin getting like killed or anything. That's why they didn't try to fight him. The only time they was gonna fight is like if they tried to take the emperor, which they had no
That's
choice
true.
but
They
to
were
do.
protecting him. That's true.
Yeah, so they didn't care about Harakin. They were only serving the emperor, and that was it.
But my thing is, they didn't know whether or not who they were attacking. When someone's busting in, it's just like, well, they're coming to get somebody, so let's try to take them out.
Exactly.
But
That would be
you
my
got to think
argument.
about that for a second. Their job is to guard the emperor. If they see an enemy coming in and they rush the enemy, that leaves the emperor wide open for somebody to bypass
They
them
have,
and kill the emperor. Like that's
yeah,
not
they
how that
literally
works.
have
They're
to
gonna
stay
gonna
next to
form
the
a circle
emperor.
like they did and guard the emperor. They don't give a fuck about Harkonnen because their job is not to protect him, which is why fucking Timothy Chalamet walks right up to him and does what he does.
I'm pretty sure the Benny Gesserit told them niggas not to interfere.
Yeah,
That's it.
because
Yeah.
remember they also pull the strings out of everything.
Yeah, because
So
remember they and the thing is they told the emperor in the movie like, dog, no matter what the outcome is, you're not going to be on the throne anymore. So they needed this to play out the way it played out. So this is more like a engineering thing based on like what the daughter wanted and what the Bene Gesserit, the Reverend Mother wanted. So I think this is all a setup to have them confront, because it was always gonna end it with Paul fighting what's the dude's name, the bald nigga, fuck.
Bond?
To my
Yeah.
fade, Roth.
Yeah.
Fade.
Nigga said Bond.
So
ball clown.
so yeah, I think that was more just the thing where like they that was something staged and that was always gonna happen.
Yeah.
But go ahead, finish.
I'm just saying, it was a lot of things. The movie is great. Don't get me wrong. It was just little things. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 like y'all.
Well, there's a
the next
reason.
movie-
There's a reason they don't hire you to write these movies. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, shit. If you wrote it, nigga, there'd have been a lot of dick sucking and fat asses in it. So,
Red Peg would
yeah,
be like, we need
if you'd have
15
wrote it,
minutes of the-
the fat ass nigga would probably have been
Do
victorious.
y'all
Nigga,
think
I know that.
Persona could ride that hover shit?
Red Pig would have wanted.
Oh, man.
my
I'm
god, that
I'm
is
just-
bro. Red Pig would want 10 minutes of the kangaroo mouse frolicking through the desert, going
Then
on
he would have
adventures
called it
like the
boring after
squirrel from
asking
Ice
for it.
Age.
No, I actually
Right.
wouldn't have. The last 30 minutes,
It was just so cute and
45,
whimsical, surprisingly
the
lit.
last 45 minutes of this movie is everything.
Yeah, because it's literally the most action. You proving my point.
Everything. No,
You
no,
sound
no,
you
no,
sound
no, no,
Red Pig, you sound like
no,
Red
no,
Pig.
no,
You
no,
sound like
no, no,
BG.
no,
You sound like BG.
That movie was everything.
You sound like
With the
BG.
helicopter,
The last 45
shot
minutes,
fire.
fat like 45, 30 minutes, really, really good. Like
See,
when he drank the Tears of Life or whatever it's called,
Water of Life.
the Water of Life. Like that's when like shit pick
Would
up.
y'all drink that shit?
No, because we would die.
No.
We not him.
We would die,
Hell no, nigga. That's like fucking drinking snake poison.
And I
nigga.
like when the mama used the voice on Zendaya and was cry bitch, and that was fire. Nigga.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
That's real funny.
They really didn't use the voice that much this movie. He used it at the end on the who used it on? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he
that
was
shit.
waiting to say that shit. to
Oh, that
bitch.
shit was fire.
He was waiting to say that because in the first movie, remember, he said, "Put the hand in the box." that nigga did that.
Oh
shit.
yeah, he was on her. Yeah. Who played the
No, bro.
the evil old lady?
I
forgot
she's
her
really
Is that
name,
the lady
good,
for
too.
Game of Thrones? I swear.
I think it might be.
No, it's not.
No,
It
that's
looked
not
like
her.
Did y'all hear what she called him?
I like the whole faction. They
An
like
abomination.
Abomination.
Yeah, she was like, "Nigga, you a man. You not supposed to have this speech. You stupid bitch." She was fire.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, man.
I'm excited to see the
How-
houses in the next movie.
Let me just say this.
that's-
Let me just say this real quick. I'm just going off of Red Pig's review. Good review, brother. I'm glad you enjoyed the last 45 minutes of the movie. Red Pig is a fraud, and let me explain why I say this.
Oh man.
For years, Red Pig has been pretending to be this guy who values storytelling and good story in games and film, but it's not that. is actually very surface level. He cares about visuals, and he cares about the spectacle, action, set pieces, explosions. That's what he cares about. It ain't the story. Because if it was a story, he wouldn't be dicky movies like Jurassic World. He wouldn't be dicky in movies like Transformers: Rise of the Beast. He wouldn't be dicky in these mid-ass movies. Even if you look at the games that he liked, the nigga said Uncharted 4 is better than Last of Us. Now let me ask you this: why would he say that?
It is.
I'm gonna tell you why he would say that. I'm gonna tell you why he would say that. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why he says that. Uncharted 4 has more action. Uncharted 4 has bigger set pieces, and Uncharted 4 has a white man as the main protagonist. All the things that Red Peg likes.
Last of Us. What the
all
hell?
All the things that Red Peg likes. But it's missing. But Last of Us is missing the other two.
Don't use that. Listen.
I just want to say Red Peg. Hold on. Let me finish.
No. If you don't say that, nigga, Dune 2 is a white savior movie. So what that say about you, nigga?
Let me just say this. You do not value good storytelling. Stop pretending like you do. Cut it out, because you're a fraud. We see what it is. You don't care about the story. That's why you think Dune 1 is boring. Because Dune 1 sets up the story, and you don't like the story.
Uncharted 4 got a good story, dog.
Uncharted 4 story is not anything as. I'm talking about comparing it to Last of Us as a series. Uncharted 4 is not. You can't say it's better because it's not.
Last of Us is a remake of The Road, dog.
I don't give a fuck. It's a better story than Uncharted. Uncharted is a remake of Indiana Jones. Uncharted is a remake of Indiana Jones. Since we don't.
Okay, great fucking movie.
Okay, and The Road is better. So what are we talking about?
No, the fuck it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Fuck it's not.
Indiana Jones. Hold on. Let me get off topic. Have you seen the Indiana Jones movie?
Yes.
There's not shit that happens in that fucking movie. He cracks a whip. He fucking shoots a Nazi with glasses on. The movie is not that good.
No one on this planet Earth is telling you The Road is better than fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Tyrek, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm talking about story. You bring up all this other shit.
The story is one of the
Nobody watches Indiana Jones for the story.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Okay.
It's literally an action. It's literally an action hero. He's a fucking action hero.
There's a lot of lore with the Indiana. There's a whole.
Oh my god! Then they bring up lore. Lore is not story. Stop doing that.
Yes,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Lore is in the background. Story is what you get to see when you're watching this shit.
No. You know what?
Anyway, we getting off topic. The bottom line is, Red Peg does not appreciate good storytelling, which is why he thinks Dune 1 is boring, and which is why he did not appreciate the storytelling in Dune 2. He likes the spectacle. And we just now that we know that going forward, we know how to take his reviews for what they are. That being said, good. Appreciate your review, Red Peg. Let me go ahead and jump into my thoughts, and then I got a few questions for y'all. We can finish up this topic.
You put the lube down.
Dune Part 2. What can I say?
Oh God.
This movie solidified Dune, and I know the third movie's not out yet, but it's already solidified it for me as one of the best sci-fi series ever in film. This movie is literally everything that I grew up loving about sci-fi. Everything. The world building, the characters, the story, the way that the action is portrayed, the visuals. This is literally like, it's almost like this movie and Interstellar are like neck and neck for me as like the best movies that I've ever seen personally, like movies that are like made for me. This movie, Interstellar, I can't put one over the other because they're both very special to me. And to be fair, I count Dune 2 and Dune 1 as like one movie almost. Like to me, they're like the perfect pair. Because I love the first one so much, and this one is amazing. Just the theater experience. I saw this movie in Dolby. The visuals, like we've been saying, is some of the best I've seen to date. The sound is ridiculous. The acting there's literally so many good actors in this movie. It's ridiculous. Everybody did their thing, man. The writing is great. This movie solidified Timothée Chalamet as a movie star. If he wasn't already solidified, this has solidified him as a movie star. He can carry a franchise. He can be that guy to push his thing to the next level. And we already kind of seen it with Wonka. Regardless of what some people might think or some of the reviews, the movie made so much fucking money. It's ridiculous. And on top of that, it's just a good fucking movie. and he's a big part of that. I can't wait to see what else he does. I would love to see him in more roles like this. You know, I kind of see him kind of taking up the mantle from Leonardo DiCaprio in a way. Like, not saying that he's as good or better than Leo, but he's kind of like this generation's version of that. That's how I kind of see him. The movie is just fucking amazing, dude. The whole time I was watching it, you know, it's funny. I saw a review before I saw the movie. They said that there was a part of this movie where they almost like stopped breathing because they were just so focused on what was happening on the screen that they had to like remind themselves, like, oh shit, like like they had to like take a second to like dial back in. And I definitely felt that a few times watching this.
Hold on, wait, what? A nigga said he grabbed his throat and went, "Wait, breathe." Ain't no way.
No, he's saying like basically like edge of the seat type shit. Like the nigga was so locked into the movie for a second, the nigga forgot to blink.
He would have locked his knees. That nigga would have passed out. What the hell?
Definitely feel like crazy. That. I feel like that too watching this movie. Like there's just moments of this movie where it pulls you in so much that you kind of forget where you are for a second. One thing I love about Dune, the first one and this one, I love the way that they do his like visions. I don't know what it is about them, the way that they shoot them, the way that they portray them on the screen, but it's just so beautiful to me. Like when you see him having these visions of like things that are going to happen in the future, or he does this thing where he sees like possible futures. Like in the first movie, he has a vision of the so in Dune 1 where he has that fight with Jamis and he kills him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a vision before he even met him that Jamis is going to be his mentor. That was a possible future. But they ended up having that fight and he killed him, so that didn't happen. But he still has visions of him in the second movie. He has that vision of that he talks about a lot in this movie where if he goes to the South and he fulfills the prophecy, billions of people are going to die. And that's kind of a foreshadowing for the next movie. But just like seeing that play out.
Those visions, that's what they wanted to have in the fucking, what's that movie that Doctor Strange, where the nigga had them wavy ass overlay visions? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I said that shit looked cheap and corny.
Yeah, this is how you do it. The vision where he gets to see his sister in the future, like it's just beautiful shit. And then damn, what was the one? I also love and it's not just this movie. I love movies and books and anime where they plant a seed for something like early on, and then it kind of circles back and it has this like deja vu or payoff later on. One of the examples being, there was two examples that stood out to me. In the first movie, when he's with his dad and he's with Gurney Halleck, and they're out in the desert, and the sandstorm happens, and he's like caught in the sandstorm. He breathes in the spice. It causes him to have a vision, and then Gurney Halleck wakes him up and then pulls him back in the ship. But before that happened, he says, "I recognize your footsteps, old man." He says that in the first movie. In the second movie, when he meets Gurney Halleck again, he literally says it. Like it's almost like he was seeing it before it happened, you know, all those months ago. And then also in the second movie where you see that scene of Zendaya like killing all those people and she doing all these flips and shit, and then she finishes with a flip and then she like looks at the camera. That was a vision he had in the first movie. So I love how they do shit like that. A similar thing, like Harry Potter, the movie series, they do similar things where they'll plant a seed for something in the beginning of the movie, and then by the end of the movie, it has like this payoff where like they circle back to it. I wanted to point that out. I love when movies do that shit. Austin Butler, we talked about. Faye Rotha, amazing character. He played that role perfectly. I love seeing characters in movies where they're just like psychotic and they just fucking, you know, do off the wall shit like what he did. They have no regard for life. Because usually those type of characters are played by really good actors. So I just love seeing shit like that. I guess it would have been nice to see more of him, but for the sake of the story, I don't know how else you could have put him in there or made it last longer. But But yeah, for the time he was there, he was great. The last fight scene they had at the end was perfect. Another thing that Paul had a vision of that fight, so he basically he kind of saw it before it happened. He knew what to do. That was fire.
You know what's interesting?
What?
Going into Dune 3, I'm wondering, remember when Aaron Yeager, it was kind of showing us what he saw, but they weren't really telling us just how much he knew.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting in this movie. Like they
You
haven't
spitting.
shown us, they show us a little bit, but I'm wondering just how much has he seen in the future.
You spitting.
And I guess that's part of the story. We're just gonna have to sit here and watch and wait to see what he does with what he already knows.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually mentioned this to Tyrek yesterday. The whole time watching this movie, I kept saying to myself, like, this is very similar to Attack on Titan. And obviously, Dune is a book that came out in the 60s, so it's possible the Attack on Titan creator has read it and he pulled some inspiration. But a lot of similarities just from the way how Paul's character changes. You know, he's kind of like a guy you root for, and then close to the end of the movie, he becomes sort of not necessarily a villain, but like you're on the fence about it. Like, damn, is he right? Is he wrong?
It's fearing your hero. It's the trope of when your heroes like fear your heroes and shit like that, or like it's like like in a moment it looks good and shit, but then when the ambition starts taking over, which I feel like that was the underlying current in the movie where like his ambition took over at the end. Instead of what's best for Arrakis, he was doing what's best for him. That's including the revenge and shit. So, I mean, I've read the book, so I know what happens. So I kind of read the synopsis too. So, but I hope the third movie kind of like fleshes that out. But yeah.
Well, this is the thing too. Another similar to Attack on Titan. Similar to how when Aaron got access to all his memories and all his future memories, and he saw what he thought was the right path to freedom. And even though it was affecting the people that he cared about, he pretty much sacrificed all those relationships because he felt like what he was doing was going to pay off. It's kind of like what Paul's doing. You know, he's literally abandoning his relationship with Chani, and saying that he's going to marry the Empress's daughter because he's seen the future where he knows that is what's going to lead him to the right path, so to say. So it's almost like he's doing things that in his mind, he's doing it for the greater good, right? Because he can see the future. He can see what's going to happen and how it's going to pay off. But all that shit's fire. Let me see, what else do I want to say? Great action. I love when things can combine good story with good action. Because a lot of people, they like one or the other. Some people only care about action. Some people only care about story. I'm not against action, but it's just, I need more than that. I love when things can combine multiple elements. That's why I love like a game like The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 so much. It literally is the best combination of both. The gameplay is amazing. The action is there, but the story is also top tier. They serve each other. It's the same thing with Dune. The story is amazing. The acting is amazing, but there's also great action. Now, you could say Dune 1 doesn't have that much action, but in my opinion, when it does have action, it's great. It's great on the screen, and it's even more in this movie. So all in all, this is one of my favorite franchises to date. It's up there for me already. I own the book, only the first book. I haven't finished it yet, but this movie has made me want to finish it. I'm debating if I want to read the next book, only because even though I know part of what happens, it's really only like surface level stuff. I know, kind of where the plot's going, but I'm worried that I'm going to spoil myself too much, and it might affect the way I look at the third movie. So part of me doesn't want to do that. Part of me wants to wait until the third movie come out and then I'll read the books. But we'll see. That being said, this movie is an 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. If you are a sci-fi guy like me, if you love sci-fi films, if you love movies with good narrative, good story, and good action, you will love this movie. Go see it on the best screen you can find, the biggest screen you can find. The movie is already available for pre-order in 4K on Amazon. I would suggest, well, it's up to you. You can actually pre-order it from Amazon or Walmart. Amazon, when you pre-order, they don't charge you until it ships, so you can kind of reserve your copy and then they'll charge you later if you want to do that. It's on Amazon right now. But that's my thoughts of the movie. I want to open it up though. Did you guys have anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to add on to the
Wait,
the
I have a
talks?
quick question for you, one time.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there was one part I got confused about in the movie. So is Paul and his father related to the Harkonnens, or is
No,
it
it's just him and his mom.
It's him and his
his
mama.
father.
It's him and his
Yeah,
mama.
him and his mom.
They say it in the movie that like she didn't even know that she was related.
Yeah,
until
she
like
drank
she
that
drunk the
shit.
water.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood it. Okay, never
And you
mind.
know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
glad you brought that up, Mafia, because and maybe some of you who read the books can.
That was
Well,
the big holy shit moment to me in the movie.
it might be a spoiler, but as soon as he said that, the first thing that came to my mind is, so does that mean he has access to the Harkonnens' atomic reserves? He had access to the Atreides' atomic reserves, but
Well,
since
that's
he's
because he had. Well, you got to think about the line. Like, just because you in that family, I don't think that you have the
but
rights
they
to
didn't. But
it.
they
His
didn't
dad
specify
died,
that.
so he.
They said it was
No.
just
Think about it.
genetic.
His dad. I mean, you have a genetic code to be able to get in there. His dad died. He then became the next person in power. You see how when he died, niggas, Jason Momoa and shit like that, they suddenly called him my lord. Just because you die in the family, just because you in the family, don't mean you got the nuke codes, nigga. That just mean that you know what's going on.
I see, but they didn't really say that in the movie. They almost made it seem like what it came across as in the movie is Gurney Halleck and his dad knew where they were because they were the only two that were supposed to know. His dad is the leader of the house. Gurney Halleck is his like right hand man, soldier or whatever. Nobody else knew where the atomic reserves were in the family. So what I'm saying is because Paul has that genetic code, if he can find out where their reserves are, he would then have access to it. It's not like the machine can recognize, oh, well, you're not the leader. It's just genetic. You just have to know where the reserves are.
I don't know. I just feel like this is like I just see it in real life. Like I could be related to the president. That don't mean I get to go in there and fuck some missiles up just because I'm
So
related to him.
I think if it's
But it's
like a
different.
genetic code,
The president don't have a genetic button that only reads his DNA type shit.
They still have a pecking order of power.
yeah, I think that in this universe it may work different where like because he has the genetic whatever code to put his finger in that shit. We gotta remember like this box shit or this finger thing has been going back to the first movie. I think that's kind of like significant to where like he I think in the next movie he will have access to the I don't know about the nukes, but because he is that both Atreides and Hurricanes, he might get both of their fucking support now because
Now what I was gonna agree with you. What makes sense to me is the fact that he's killed the uncle and both brothers. Now he really is probably the next in power. So that would
he's the
make
only one
sense as
left.
to why he has news. But I thought you were just saying just because that nigga in the family.
Oh, well, I
But,
think because the way how the technology works. So I don't know if y'all realize in the Dune universe, there's no computers, right?
Yeah,
that's one thing
and that's another reason why I say that. There's no record. Nobody knows where these nukes are except for two people at the most. The nigga that's in charge and whoever his right hand man is. So it's not like so let's just say for example his dad dies. You only need two things to get access to those atomic reserves. You need to be part of the family genetically, and you need to know where they are. That's it. If he can find out where they are, he can access them. It's not like he has to. It's not like somebody has to put a crown on him and say, "Okay, now you can know where they're." Like if he finds out where they are, he can access them. Nobody else in the family knows where they are.
When his father died, there wasn't no like, "Oh, I'm going to give you authority." It just he automatically was able to do it. Like when his father, like so. I don't think there had to be any ceremony or any type of like passing down. Like they don't. The reason why in Dune they don't have computers is because there was a war fought years ago against computers. I guess in our time on Earth, but basically whatever thousands
So
years
they
ago,
use human computers. When we saw him in the first movie, the nigga that his eyes rolled back in his head, he calculated all that shit. They use human computers.
But they don't actually because they fought against AI and shit back in the day, and that's why in space they use the spice because the spice helps their navigators open their brains up so they can like travel and shit. So that's why they don't have computers. So
fire.
yeah, so I don't think he needs to have like some special authority. He's just being a Hirokin is just gonna give him access. But I mean, I
Now-
don't really think it's gonna be a big talking point in the next movie, though.
Yeah, it might not even happen. It was just a thought that popped in my head. If he had access to him, he might not even need him.
Yeah.
Shit. But let me ask y'all, just overall, any remaining thoughts or anything you guys wanted to bring up about the movie?
No, I think I'm doomed out.
I
It was a
mean-
great movie.
Do any of y'all plan to see it again?
I'm seeing it
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
I'm seeing it tomorrow
Tomorrow,
11:30 in the morning.
I'm gonna see it again.
And the
Probably
reason why I'm
next week.
seeing it again because AMC is a piece of shit.
That's funny.
The theater I went to, so I switched to AMC just because I was like, all right, let me just try it out. I switched to the one of the worst AMCs I think in the fucking country. That shit had no reclining seats. The lights don't go all the way off. I was tight. The only thing that saved my day was that fucking grease.
The lights were still on. You
Yeah,
better than me. I would have walked
so-
out and got my money back. Fuck
No,
them niggas.
it's like they had the lights in the middle went off, but the lights at the edges they stayed on. They're not like bright, but it was annoying because let me tell you my experience. So I picked a seat, right? I go and get to my seat. There's a tarp over it saying the seat's unavailable. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the seat. So they had to find me another seat. I'm like, dog, you got better find me a seat in the back row because I only sit in the back row. I don't like sitting in the center or like the front.
The center, the best.
So I don't like. I like sitting in the
Tyrek,
back.
strong head ass definitely would be the nigga say I want to see everybody. Like, he definitely would have said
Not,
that.
bro, but no,
Alright,
I am
blocking the fucking
I am
projector.
paranoid though. I don't like people sitting behind. I don't like people sitting behind me. So they gave me another seat in the back row, but it's towards the edge. I'm like, dog, this is bullshit. I pre-ordered this shit like three weeks in advance. I should be able to get like the seat I wanted. So that's already another thing. The slushy was fire, but the food was mid. Fuck AMC. I'm going back to Cinemark. I'm going back to Cinemark.
That nigga said.
You need to experience a good AMC, dog.
Dog, that shit was ass.
AMC trash.
The only thing I don't like about
that green icy was fire, huh?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
was fire. Yeah.
the thing I don't like about
Pretty cool.
Cinemark because they bought this we had the Rave and Cinemark purchased them. They don't have like the 4D shit. We just have a thing called Cinemark XD, and that shit
XD.
really don't.
Yeah.
That shit don't. I mean, I said I guess, but I'd
it's their
rather.
equivalent IMAX. It's just their equivalent. It's the same shit as IMAX.
But it's
just
not.
they can't call it IMAX. That's
It's
it.
basically that, yeah.
Yeah, they just can't. AMC has the IMAX license. They
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, gotcha.
They can't. Cinemark has to call it their XD shit. The 4DX theaters, there's not a lot of theaters that have it in the country. The closest one to me is in Cincinnati. That's an hour and a fucking half drive. I'm not doing
Oh
that.
hell no.
So, and I think the closest
You'll be
one to
sleepy as
you,
hell.
the closest one for me and you is Cincinnati because for both of us,
I'm
it's
in Arkansas.
Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati's still the closest one, unless you could drive to Texas.
I ain't doing that. Not for no
Yeah.
fucking.
That's on the
Hey,
ATL.
Dune 2 was fire, but not for that nigga.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Like those four, like Atlanta, Beyonce's Atlanta, so of course there's one there. Like so, we are
Yes, sir.
severely limited. We're not in those big ass cities where that's just like readily available. Because I would like to see this shit in 4DX, but I seen it in IMAX last night and it looked good. But yeah, comparing it to the Cinemark screen, it's the same shit. I thought it would be some mind blowing thing, but I've been watching the same shit for like years now. I thought IMAX, but I just realized last night it's just a licensing thing. It's nothing different.
Fire.
Hmm.
Well, that's it, man. Go see Dune 2 if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, I know we spoiled the fuck out of it, but go
Well,
see Dune 2.
there was one thing.
Go ahead.
There was one thing. Hey, correct me on this because I know you read the books, but I remember there was actually, and it is kind of sad that they actually skipped that in the movies, which I understood. There was actually lore between Hirakan and I forgot the Reverend Mother name. I think her name was Helen. I think. What was her name? Helen. I forgot her name, but it's the Reverend Mother. There's lore between Hirakan, the Reverend Mother, and Lady Jessica. So if people didn't read the book because they practically skipped it in the movie, the relationship between all of them is that the Reverend Mother is actually Jessica's mother, and Hirakan, is her dad, obviously. But here's the thing about it. Now, I probably might be wondering, well, how come this dude doesn't have like no sons, no wives? And then you find out in the book that Hirakan is actually gay. And that was like the big twist with it.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's gay. He's gay. That's the reason why he doesn't have no.
Baron's gay?
The big nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Duke.
That's why he killed them women.
Yeah, he's gay. He does not like women at all.
How did you find out he was gay?
It's
in the books. In the books, he's gay.
How did he have a son
Oh
then?
wow!
He
So
never
how did he
has
have a
He
son.
does
son?
it. He
So-
never had a
Those,
son.
those aren't his
those are
sons.
his
Those are
nephews.
his nephews. The only
Those are
the
his
only
nephews.
child he had
Oh,
was the
so-
was the daughter.
So
of
here,
his-
so here's the thing. Here's the thing with this, and this goes back to the Reverend Mother. Now, you know the Benny. I don't know how you pronounce the name,
Benny
but
Jarrett.
Bene Gesserit?
their whole thing is pretty much preserving human life or so. So, you know, even like with houses and stuff, even if they're like corrupt or crooked, they'll still try to prolong like their house name and such. So they was trying to get Harakin because it was basically like, dude, your fucking house is dying. Like you got nobody else. So
And
what ended
his
up
fat
happening?
dick eating ass wants to be in the fucking pool of motor
Goo
oil
and
and
shit.
shit.
Yeah. So here's what ended up
Did the
happening.
book explain that?
Yeah, it explains it. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So here's what happens. The thing about it is that the lady, the Reverend Mother that you see in Dune 1 and then Dune 2, she was supposed to be technically his wife. But as you know, he's gay, so he would refuse her outright. So what she did was that she used the voice on him and basically forced herself on him to conceive a child. And that's how we got Jessica. That's why he sent Jessica off somewhere else, because he did not want to be reminded of that fate. And so he was beaten on the Reverend Mother, and the Reverend Mother used the voice again, and she infected him with like some type of genetic disease. And that's why he started looking like fat and shit. It's mostly because of the disease that she injected in that man. That's why he always has to get them baths and shit, because he's like, every time he moves, like he's in like constant pain. It's just like how Darth Vader is. Like he's like always in pain. He has to use like a fucking whatever that shit is called for him to stand up. He always has to use a chair. And it's like he wasn't always that big. It was just that incident made him big because of he was beating on that woman. She was like, oh, I'm about to get your ass, and then just injected him with some virus. But yeah, that's like the big lore between them three.
That's
Now
why
it's funny you say that, Deontay, because I've never, like I said, I didn't finish the original 80s version of Dune, so I don't know how much they tell in that. But on Twitter, there's been like a bunch of memes and shit of Dune so far. And one of the memes said something about Fade Rotha fucking his uncle. And I was like, huh? I didn't see that in the movie. So is that something that happened in the book? Like,
I don't think so.
I don't remember none.
I don't know why they said that. It was
To be
some
honest,
meme tweet.
I wouldn't. Based on how the books end up becoming, dog, it gets really, really, really weird. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what the author was. As I said, the author kind of went off the deep end after the first 3 books. Not saying they're bad, but they weren't like, he just started writing shit. So I would not be surprised that there's some Oedipus type shit in there.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually all I have for Dune. Any last thoughts before we move on to the next topic?
Nope. Nah, I think I'm good on Dune.
All right, bet.
Hey, before
I got a
we
couple
go, what's better,
topics
y'all? Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Your mic cutting out too, right? You got fixed.
Oh, I was about to say, what's better, this or Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back's better, but I will say this is definitely up there for one of the best sequels. And
yeah, I mean, in terms of follow up, I mean, shit. There's not. I mean, how much movies can follow up? Like as I said, Dune was a really great movie, and to follow up a great to good movie with even better movies, that's just difficult. And it's like Shrek 1 to Shrek 2. You know, Shrek 1 was a really, really good movie, but then Shrek 2 was like the movie out of the trilogy. So, I mean, it doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, this is one of the times it definitely did happen. You know?
Also, I want to make something clear. That review that mentioned Empire and Dune, they didn't say that this movie is as good as or better than Empire. They said that this is this generation's version of Empire Strikes Back, and that I think is an accurate statement. This is
Christopher Nolan said that. Yes, sir.
It's for this new generation. Yeah. What'd you say?
It's like the Dark Knight. It's like the Dark Knight.
Yeah, exactly. That was our generation's version of that. Now this new generation, this is their version of it. And then the same thing for Lord of the Rings. There was a review that compared it to Lord of the Rings. They weren't saying that it was as good as Lord of the Rings. They said we haven't seen anything of this spectacle since Lord of the Rings. Which I'm gonna be real. If you think about like specifically war movies, I can't think of no movie that had no big ass battle like this since Lord of the Rings. For it, I can't really think of one. But
The Hobbit.
That don't count. That's still Lord of the Rings.
I mean, shit. What? Troy, maybe, but that doesn't really count. How that shit was CGI.
But I got a couple more topics
what
for
is
y'all.
what is this movie's "I Am Your Father" moment? Is when he found out your boy is his granddaddy.
Yes, that is exactly the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Don't forget, bro. Like majority of Star Wars and like Game of Thrones was inspired by Dune. So
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Dune's the first
I definitely told you
sci-fi, like that's where George Lucas got. That's why in Star Wars they call it drug spice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's also why Luke is on a fucking desert planet. It was supposed to be like Arrakis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
But
the first book I think
Star Wars
came out
is
in
amazing.
1965. But yeah, everything was mostly inspired by Dune, dog. That's why, you know.
But yeah, I had a couple more topics and we can get up out of here.
I'm
Real
about
quick,
to head out though.
Okay, appreciate you coming through.
All right, bro.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
Take it easy.
Just want to get to some movie reviews, some quick ones, because I know some of y'all have seen some movies. Mafia Quad and Saint, y'all saw the Bob Marley movie?
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good.
I saw it.
Yeah, just give y'all
I heard the shit was
quick
ass.
thoughts on that.
Okay, it's not ass, but in my opinion, it's a decent movie. It's just like they focus more on like the influence. They didn't really go in depth, like especially if you're like a hardcore Bob Marley fan, you're gonna be like upset and like disappointed because you already know half of this shit, bro. Like it was nothing like special, and I get it too because
One love, one art.
Don't do that.
Wasn't this movie like PG-13? I thought it was like rated R.
No, it was PG-13, and it didn't really go in depth with a lot of stuff. Like,
did they show him getting shot?
They went like I guess it's a spoiler, but I guess not. But they went like the entire movie like kind of implying that Bob Marley had a side chick, but they wouldn't straight up say it. Like it was to the point where they showed like his side chick like on the screen, but like they didn't say nothing. It was just like, huh? Like,
why would they do that for? I mean, everyone knows.
Well, they just
no, but I'm
he
saying if
smiled
you're
at her, or
looking
what
for no,
Accuracy.
like yeah, like that, like it was one of those things where they showed her on screen and like nothing was really explained until like maybe like damn near like 50 minutes into the movie, and it's like it wasn't even explained either. It was just like an argument scene. And I, in my opinion, like I said, like if you got somebody that's never like known the story about Marley or anything like that, you're gonna just be kind of confused and be like, huh? Because like they didn't really explain that at all, and it like I'm saying, it's more of like like the influence and not like his life. They show like glimpses of it, but not in depth.
Yeah, it's not like a biopic. It's more like yeah. I mean, I didn't watch the movie. I already know what happened about I'm Jamaican. I mean, fuck, I know this dude's fucking life story and shit. So I haven't watched the movie yet, but like I'm kind of like apprehensive to watch it because I'm like, yeah, they're gonna leave shit out that I know about. I'm gonna be pissed off about it, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, they did. Like it was kind of like I can understand it too because the family did like kind of work close on like making the movie, and I would imagine they don't want a situation where it's like straight out of Compton or Bohemian Rhapsody, where it's like, all right, this shit didn't happen at all, nigga. Like, and I get it too. It's Hollywood, and you gotta like kind of make it interesting, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I honestly feel like even the music, like, I'm like, it wasn't enough bumping. Like at least for Bohemian Rhapsody and Straight Outta Compton, I'm like,
you got to see them making the songs and performing it and shit.
Yeah, and you feel the Dolby, and I didn't really get that much with this movie. Like it's one of those things where you could have just watched that shit at home, to be quite honest.
So it's a skip.
Yeah.
You felt the same way, Mafia?
I liked it, but I don't know anything about Bob Marley. So watching the movie afterwards, I was just like, well, let me do some more research on him now because he seems like he led an interesting life. So it's kind of like a gateway movie for me.
Oh, okay.
And what about did either of you see Madam Web? I know we didn't see Madam Web.
Yeah, I didn't see that shit.
Oh man,
I saw it.
Listen,
Who saw it?
listen.
I saw it.
I saw it, but here, Let me explain myself. It was for the content and for a good listen, I went in that mug either I'm gonna laugh my ass off or I'm gonna be upset. And I had the pod go with me. Like I had Kiki and King Kareem go with me.
Oh,
Nigga,
Kiki freaky ass. Shout
I've
out
seen
Kiki.
he a freak bull, but that nigga, I've seen a lot of dog shit movies with him. Like I saw Ghost Rider 2 with him, and at least with that movie, we was like, okay, it's got some cool shots in this mug. Like I've never went back and watched it ever again, but at least with that, I was like, okay, I'm not satisfied, but at least I got something out of it. This movie, bro, Kiki was pissed off so much. He literally tried to get up out of his seat and was about to leave like multiple times. I almost did too.
He was like making noise like like he's trying to get up.
This nigga was he was tight, bro. Like when I tell you before the credits even rolled, that nigga was already gone downstairs, bro, out of that.
Damn.
King was
and
like,
if y'all know Kiki, like,
not say what you gonna say.
No, I say if y'all know Kiki, like I know Kiki, that nigga got a mean sachet, bro. So I know he was mad, boy.
It is King. He was trolling, bro. This nigga, as soon as because you know this movie takes place in the 2000s, and they started playing Britney Spears for it was like a good 10-minute scene, bro. And that nigga, he was just like, all right, 10 out of 10 movie, bro. I'm on board. I'm like, cut it out, dog.
They played Britney Spears for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn. What?
There was no action in this mug really at all.
Thanks.
The spider suits, bruh, were just not even. I can't even say they were flashbacks or anything. They were just visions. So you technically didn't even see them mugs. It was just all around, just like, what the fuck are we doing, Sony? Like, it's one of those movies where it's like, all right, dog, I'm not buying another Sony Spider-Man movie unless it's Spider-Verse, dog. They out their damn mom with this shit. Fuck that damn Craven movie. They got me fucked up.
Damn, I was gonna watch the Craven movie just out of boredom. So that y'all not seeing that.
I'm still gonna see it.
Unless the whole pod watches it, I'm not watching it, dog. No sir.
That's only way I see it if the whole podcast see it.
I'm not wasting my time, dog. I'm good. I watched Venom 3, and that's about it.
Oh God.
But Venom is easy to see.
The Venom movie, the first one was good. The second one was whatever, but they're enjoyable to watch.
The whole movie's ass, dog. Cut it out.
Venom was not.
Venom wasn't that bad.
Venom was an enjoyable movie to watch.
Nigga, that was Hulk. That wasn't no fucking. No,
that was Hulk. But man, Venom.
No, bro. No.
Spider-Man 2
we
felt
doing
like Hulk.
Spider-Man movies without fucking Spider-Man. No, bro. No. That shit gotta stop.
Venom was mid as hell, bro. Let's be real.
No, it was not. It was Venom.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Don't say because it wasn't good.
Tyreek was singing that song when he walked out.
It's better than Flash.
That's a low bar, bro. Venom 1 is mid as fuck.
That's a low bar, nigga. You. Oh my God! Don't bring it,
bro. I gave Flash a 7.
So Venom's better than a 7, dog.
No, it's not.
It's better than Flash.
It's not, bro. That mug's a -2.
No,
Venom,
it's not. Venom 1 is better than Flash.
Okay, I'll give you 1 point for Tom Hardy, but that's an E for effort, nigga.
Dog, that movie's mid as fuck.
Tom Hardy is the only saving grace, bro.
I'm telling you, that movie, they would have. It's a Venom movie. Why y'all taking it so serious? It's a Venom movie.
Why are we taking it serious?
Because Venom is my favorite fucking villain from fucking Spider-Man.
He's not a villain no more. He hasn't been a villain. Venom has not been a villain.
Let me rephrase this: from Spider-Man animated series, bro. He's a villain.
That's why. That's the thing. Venom has not been that in like 30 fucking years. Like Venom in the comics now is a completely.
Who cares? That's how he was introduced. This was his first movie.
No, he wasn't. No, he was introduced in the comics before.
No. I'm saying he was not introduced as a lovable anti-hero. That's not how he was introduced.
No, he always was a wisecracking nigga. I don't know what you're talking about. That's been Eddie Brock and Venom.
This is a crazy defense right now.
Wisecrack with a wisecrack.
No.
Hey man.
This nigga is crawling up the bro. No,
that's what he does though.
Like the fucking
he's
Hulk.
not Spider. He's not a black Spider-Man. That's black.
He's not doing none of that, bro.
Venom 1 was mid. Venom 2 was ass. Venom 3 is finna be worse.
I didn't even. I didn't even know there was a Venom 2. What the hell?
That's
Came out like
Carnage.
2 years ago.
Woody
3 years ago.
Harrelson.
Nigga, I didn't even see that one. What the hell?
It's terrible,
Hey, man.
Alex. It's terrible.
Venom,
And they had Calypso from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, bro. That's
yeah.
only
Screech,
Screech.
yeah. I mean, rest of
Ass.
the movie, I blame COVID.
Oh, we blaming COVID. Get the fuck out.
Hell yeah, I blame COVID for that shit. Venom 1, good watch.
Facts.
Good watch.
I'm skipping all Sony's movies that don't got Tom Holland in it, and that's that.
Oh God, but
I'm sick of Tom Holland as well.
You watch Flash and fucking what's that dude's name? The crazy ass the fucker. What's his name?
Ezra Miller. Flash is not that bad.
Yeah, you watch that shit. That shit.
Yeah, the Sony Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man, ass. We not watching that shit. But we not watching Craven. We not watching fucking who that other motherfucker coming out. Venom 3. We not watching none of that bullshit.
I bet you Venom 3 makes $1 billion.
I don't give a fuck if it make $3 billion. It's ass. This is my problem with. Hold on, this is my problem with y'all. Y'all always be equating money to success, to quality. Some of the most dog shit basic nigga. You know how much money McDonald's makes a year?
Yeah, but
it's fast food. That's what Venom is. Venom is a double cheeseburger. Venom is a double cheeseburger with extra onions. That's what Venom is.
You would know that. You would know that.
That's what that is. You know what Dune is? You know what Dune is?
What does it tell me?
It's a hamachi crudo with fucking olive oil and a drizzle of fucking uni butter. It's fine dining.
Nigga, did you just make
Did
up
you look that up?
No, nigga, I know cuisine. I know cuisine, okay? The Dune is a $40 dish. Venom is a fucking $4 burger with a coupon from the McDonald's app. That's what it is.
$40 is not expensive.
For one plate,
not really.
Well, excuse us. We're not all fucking engineers.
That's like going to Outback. That's like going to Outback. Outback got like a steak.
The bottom line is different. The category is different.
Speaking of Outback, isn't Outback like Ohio?
Outback? What the hell?
Outback got a $40 steak. Ruth Chris is
not Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris is expensive, but it's overrated. Don't go there. Spend your money.
Anyway, Mafia, what'd you think about Madam Web?
That is a very pointless movie, and whoever greenlit that at Sony, someone has dirt on them. There's no way they watched that movie and said, "Hey, let's put this out. This is a good idea." The actors didn't even like the movie.
That's a fact. You know what's so funny, Mafia? I don't know if y'all saw this. It basically came out that when they were, can y'all be professional? Who was that?
What the hell, guys?
It came out that when they were casting this movie, they pretty much lied to the actors and told them that they were going to be in the MCU. Because almost all the actors, they kept saying in interviews like, "Oh, I'm just so happy. I've been a fan of the MCU for so long. I'm just happy to be a part of it." They all kept saying that, and people was like, who gonna tell them? This is not an MCU movie." But
damn.
Yeah, this movie wasn't it from what I've seen.
Dude, it wasn't a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
It was just a babysitting movie.
Literally
terrible. And also, again, I was going to say a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's something that I found out. They said that the shit don't actually happen the way you think it's happening. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking trash." I'm definitely not watching this shit ever.
You know it's bad when Andrew Garfield said, "Nah, I'm good, bro. I do not want to be in this fucking universe." Because he was originally supposed to be part of that.
That nigga in his 40s, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's like 41. He looks.
That nigga been 25 for the past 10 years.
He still look pretty good for his age.
I had some topics for us.
Hold on, one more movie. It's not really a movie, but Saint, you saw the Demon Slayer movie. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. I saw
it. Like one long
episode.
Episode on.
It was just a recap and then the first episode. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, that animation was top tier. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Do you feel that it's worth going to see that, or just waiting for the episode to come out?
If you don't got A-list, bro, stay your ass at home and wait for that episode.
Okay, that's how I feel.
It was nice to see, but don't.
Yeah, last year I watched.
Oh, you said?
Wait. So it's the whole the whole thing like new episodes, or is it like first episode? Like
It's just the first
original
episode.
movie?
No, it's just the first episode. Like it's literally just a and this shit was funny, bro. After the recap was over, it just goes to a black screen, and niggas was in the theater like, "Hey, yo, is that it?" Like it was a weird ass transition to where it went to the first episode. Like it damn
That
near
happened
was.
last year.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the last movie, so
It was the same
was
thing.
kinda like weird.
It was the same thing. The shit ended, and
Oh, it's
then
it's genuinely a waste of time. What the hell?
so
Right. Just
this
shows
is the
new
thing.
episodes.
This is the thing. I don't know why they just don't make the seasons into movies again, like they did with the Mugen Train.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
to me was really successful, but I felt like they're just milking it because Demon Slayer is just so popular. Like anything Demon Slayer comes out, people go. Like especially in Japan, they just go and fucking watch the shit. So apparently in Japan, these recaps are really, really fucking like popular. So that's why they keep doing it. I'm pretty sure people in here don't.
They want to dress up and meet up and smell like Cheeto puffs and shit together. So
Yeah,
That's
people
really
had
specific.
their merch on, and it was packed out. So
Let
I
me
see
ask
exactly
you,
why they doing it.
the new episode that they showed, how was it?
That mug fire, bro. I'm just waiting for this mother drop. Like
I'm looking forward to
Yes,
the new
sir.
arc. I think they said spring it comes out. I'm looking forward to the new arc.
It should be in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that should be good. Hopefully. And then only had one more topic really that somebody asked us to speak on, and we can do this real quick. Somebody, matter of fact, let me pull up the because I want to make sure I shout them out. Hold on, give me a second. Pull these up. Okay, so basically a week ago I said, are there any topics you'd like us to discuss or any questions you want to answer? And we got 2. Sortega 1106, shout out to you. He said, what is your guys' go-to movie theater snack? Red Vines for me.
Oh, is this nigga 52 years old? Red Vines.
It's right there, and it's better than Red Vine. The fuck is that?
The best thing to get at AMC Theater is their juicy, delicious, savorful hot dogs. 100% beef.
Hell no. Y'all know that
bro.
Red Pit commits a misdemeanor every time he posts that picture.
Alex, didn't you get a hot dog when we went to the movie together? You and
We
Wonton.
did,
Once I had 3 hot dogs, you had 1.
I did not have 3. Y'all keep changing the number. Y'all keep changing the number. Y'all keep changing the number.
Fam.
I want you to know
Imagine you just scrolling on Instagram.
I had 1 hot dog.
Oh, boy.
Imagine you on Instagram and you just chilling. You click a story and Red Pig got 6 shaboing boings in his lap talking about, I can't wait, movie guys episode on the way. Like, bro, you got 6 dogs in your lap, bro. That shit be looking crazy.
My bad, Saint. Did you say something?
My go-to is always the icy, bro. I need that mug.
Facts.
And you don't get one flavor, bro. You gotta do 2 or 3, dog. You gotta mix that mug up. I used to like the
you want to fat break it, nigga. What? How many
flavors? You never mixed your icy, Alex?
Man, I don't trust him to do that shit right, man. I used to as a kid.
Wait, AMC, you do.
Wait. They do yours? Pause.
At Cinemark, you don't get to do your own. They pour it for you.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
that's terrible.
Yeah. So that's the one thing AMC had like that. The refills for the drinks are free.
Yeah, because you do all your refills. You can do all your. You can get 10 refills if you want at AMC.
Yeah, I never get a
refill. You better get your refill for that $8, bro.
I always get a refill when I leave.
Right,
like when
bro,
I leave the movie,
I
hit the refill one time.
Bro, my 2 hot dogs and icy was $24.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay, well,
AMC.
You could have ate a good meal for that.
My go-to movie snack is nachos. Like,
whack.
Oh, you tried the nachos? That's you.
But I like my nachos, but it's not the regular. It's loaded nachos, so it's like with chili and fucking chili sauce and shit.
I feel like Tyrek be bringing his own fucking onions and grilled shit. He bringing in his pocket. He just
bro, you know what? I used to hate when my mom brought popcorn in her big ass purse. I used to be like, I could just buy it there. So I always swore to myself I wasn't gonna do that shit, and I always was gonna buy into concessions and shit. So actually, I would never ever. I used to hate when my family used to do that shit. I'm like, yo, why y'all doing that?
Sneak
shit?
Wendy's in. We used to sneak nuggets, burgers in.
Facts. Definitely had Five Guys in the theater one time. It was
The only thing
amazing.
I brought in was
I
candy
think.
because I could buy the $1 box candy from the dollar store, but I always
Oh, yeah.
buy food there because yeah.
Chop brought a whole
You
pizza to the
missing
movie
out.
theater. He told us he rolled a pizza up, put it in his sleeve, and brought it to the theater.
Hey, Alex,
He,
hey,
wo-
before
he,
we
he
before we
said he
move
wore
on,
a pizza slice like some armor, bro, and pulled it off his arm.
look, listen, before we move on, I want Alex and Wonton, I don't know about you, Saint. I want y'all to confirm the AMC hot dog.
The AMC
I
hot
already
dogs
told
are
you, brother.
they're very delicious, and they got a
They're-
nice
okay.
It's like
snap
a
to
Chipotle.
them, a nice girth, a nice length.
Okay,
Hold on, what
They
the
have a
fuck?
nice
You
taste. They have a nice taste.
hold on, you take the dog and you snap it in half to hear the crack? What
You
the
just
hell?
bite it. If you bite it,
Yeah,
and
you
they got
gotta hear
if you
that
bite it,
juice,
and they got a snap, you know you in there.
Yeah,
Nigga,
definitely do.
I
It's
thought you
so
took
good.
both hands and cracked it over your knee like a.
It's listen, because Alex, you devoured that.
And
You
it's
devoured
all
that.
beef, and I'm gonna say this here now: beef hot dogs are superior
I'm the
to that regular bullshit they be giving
Yeah,
us.
beef hot dogs are better than the mixed
Yeah.
Way
fucking
better.
shit. So
Oh yeah, you talking
eat
about the Polish, Polish sausage.
you eat the hot dogs like hors d'oeuvres, fucking wonton. What is wrong with you?
Nigga, when I see, I'm not even red pig be getting two hot. I get one hot dog and a drink. That's all I need.
Once I had 3.
No,
You
gotta
nigga
get
lying.
2 of
Niggas
them
lying on my name.
Once I had 3.
You know what's so funny? The pictures and the videos prove that he's lying. But anyway,
No, you ate the
let
box.
me tell you.
Bread.
Now you be
dog.
disrespectful.
Box.
Let me tell y'all my snack since everybody going. So when I was a kid, I didn't really fuck. Like I got popcorn every now and then, but that wasn't my go-to. My go-to, it was candy. My go-to candy for the movies, Bunch of Crunch, fire, fire. And for the longest time, you could. But see, for the longest time, you could only get them at the movies. Like they didn't have that shit in the store. They have them in stores now and shit. Definitely fuck with Bunch of Crunch. Every now and then, like just randomly, I might fuck with Snow Caps. Y'all ever had Snow Caps?
Yeah.
You an old ass man.
Yeah.
Every
Snow
now
Caps
and then, get the Snow
stuck in my
Caps.
tooth, dog.
My grandma, I used to go to the movies with her a
Red
lot.
buns and Snow Caps.
I used to go to the movies with my grandma a lot. She fucks with Raisinets, the chocolate covered raisins.
I like those. Raisinets are fire.
Definitely ate those a few times. But if I had to pick, go-to is definitely the Bunch of Crunch, popcorn, and a drink. I get the hot dogs now. Shout out to Red Pig, but I don't get them that much. It just depends. And for the drink, I usually do a half and half sweet tea, half lemonade. That shit bust. If you do that at AMC, get the peace tea and mix it with the Minute Maid. Fire. Or I'll do pink lemonade and Sprite. That's another good combo.
That's a good one. That's a good combination. I fuck with popcorn. I mean, I have a popcorn maker in my fucking house, so I fuck with popcorn. But just when I go to the movie theater, I'm like, I guess popcorn would be number 1, but the nachos is usually number 2. But that depends. Like, I'm not trying to eat a whole bucket of popcorn by myself. So
I remember when AMC chicken tenders and fries was banging, dog. I don't know what happened. They be salty as hell.
Oh, they got
nasty. I got some when I saw Wonka. Them tenders was nasty, bro.
Yeah, they don't fry. They don't deep fry them.
And it was $20. It was $20. It was $20.
Yeah.
Have y'all tried?
I didn't get my favorite snack.
The what? No, hell no.
They're actually good,
scary.
bro. They got some crunch to it.
What'd you say, Alex?
Oh, I gotta get my favorite snack. So I always get my thing is I get my girl an icy and I tell her every time, nah, that's yours, but I end up drinking anyway. And then I get the extreme strips, the Airhead extreme strips. Or I get
the sour strips, yeah.
Or I get the fruit snacks, or I get the nerd clusters.
Clusters? Oh, that's my job. My break room, my job got that shit. That shit is so fucking fire, dog.
Ooh,
be fucking them up, huh?
Stack. The only thing is them nerd clusters loud as shit, bro. If you eat one, the whole theater about to hear you go. Like
y'all fuck with milk duds?
Nah,
back in
really.
the day.
Nah.
Only time I ever ate those was when we go like trick or treating and you got a couple in the bag. I'll fuck with them.
Oh, you talking about milk? Oh hell no, milk duds used to taste like fucking depression. Now I thought you meant Whoppers. I used to eat Whoppers every now and then.
Whoppers? See, the thing, I don't like the inside of that shit, dog. Like,
yeah, you can only eat a few of them until you get sick of them.
That shit was like sandpaper in there.
Y'all remember Dots? Y'all used to fuck with Dots?
The ice cream or the dot candy?
Oh,
No, they have
No,
candy
no.
called dots. It's like a jelly bean.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nigga, y'all just reminded me, bro.
Your
This
teeth would
shit
come
pissed
out.
me off, bro.
What?
I walked into AMC and I was thinking about the Dippin' Dots, bro, because sometimes I like to mobile order that mug. Glad I didn't, nigga. I went and seen that shit. That mug was smaller than
They
my fucking
fake.
pinky. Y'all charging like $6 for this shit. I'm like,
Hey, you
this shit
look.
used to be
Y'all
bigger
lucky
than
y'all
this,
got
bro.
real
Like, what
Dippin'
y'all
Dots.
doing?
You look at they got
Nah, I
real
don't know
Dippin'
what
Dots.
that
I
shit
done been to some
is.
movie theater where they had some off brand like freezer burn ass.
Oh,
Like, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, I'm good, bro. Keep that. Keep that.
That's our Silverado or one of the Regal theaters. They be having a fake one, but
Oh,
they
I
used to have
had
Gelato.
I
I
had
actually
two
did get
quick
Dippin' Dots when we
topics
went
for
to
y'all
AMC
before
in
we head out.
Houston, and they were fucking freezer burnt as shit. Like they were old. That shit wasn't that good.
Yeah, leave
I
that shit
loved it.
alone.
I love
Leave
Dippin'
that shit
Dots,
alone.
bro. I got two
But
topics real
yeah,
quick.
bunch of
If that
crunchies.
was your
But yeah,
last one, one time.
Yeah, only other topic I had was movies that we're going to be watching in March, but we could do that last. What'd you have?
Actually, that might fall in line with one of mine because I just have two questions for y'all. For
Go ahead.
one, y'all saw the Borderlands trailer, right?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
Dookie.
That shit remind me like a early 2000 shit.
Fam. So
A rip off Guardians movie.
so when I saw that trailer, I started thinking about the last few video game movies we've had, right? So just what are some last ones? I remember Gran Turismo came to mind, Mario, Uncharted.
Fire.
What other video game movies have come out?
Uncharted
Yeah,
was fire.
Uncharted.
Mario, Gran Turismo, but it was more like they've been kind
Sonic.
of based in
Dungeons and Dragons.
Sonic.
That was
Yeah,
fire.
I just watched Dungeons and Dragons yesterday. That shit was ass.
What? You tripping?
Damn,
That movie
everybody
is
tell
That
me
good.
it's
CG,
good.
that
That movie is
CGI was
good.
ass, and it had some funny moments, barely.
And a
but,
lot of practical effects in the movie. The movie's fire.
Bro, that CGI was ass.
Remember Mortal Kombat came out
So, this is-
2021? Remember that?
Hey, bro.
I forgot all about that.
Shit. That dog shit.
So that's why I wanted to ask y'all: do y'all have faith in it being good? Because Mario was a really good movie. I didn't see Uncharted, but I feel like
what's
nowadays
funny?
video game movies.
You know what's funny, Alex? All of the PlayStation productions, for the most part, been pretty good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel
there's been
like
no terrible move or like anything from them.
That's really what it comes
Yeah,
down
I
to.
feel
It
like-
depends who's making it.
It seemed like
I feel-
Sony doing better than with their PlayStation IPs than they Marvel with the Spider-Man shit. So
See,
hey, man.
before you even get into who makes it, I feel like the stench of video game movies, I don't think it's corn. Like, there was at one point video game movie tie-ins where you're just like, bro, this shit finna be ass. Or it was too
Yeah.
corny. But I feel like nowadays people are more welcoming to them.
Right.
So I looked at the cast or whatever, and off the cast, I was like, so
it's a lot
if
of
y'all
old
familiar
people, like
right, so if y'all
cast is
familiar
old.
with Borderlands,
Yeah.
Lilith, the siren, that's Kate Blanchett. Tiny Tina is some woman named Ariana Greenblatt. I don't.
He played
But anyway, they have.
the child Gamora in Infinity War.
And she
Same
played
girl.
Ahsoka as
Oh.
well.
Yep.
In
Same girl.
Okay. So they have. These are the three names that stood out to me. Jack Black is Claptrap. Jamie Lee Curtis is Tannis, and Kevin Hart is Roland. So from the trailer and the cast, before you get into if you like Borderlands or not, just off the cast alone, is this making y'all want to go see this movie?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Once you said Kevin Hart, that's what it's a wrap. Like, no. I'm good
So
off
I
that.
almost
against
want to.
Kevin
I
Hart?
almost want to see. I feel like Kevin Hart is gonna give. Well, he gives the same performance every time, but I just watched one of the worst movies of the past 2 years from him called Lift on Netflix. Terrible fucking movie, and I feel like he's about to get on Borderlands, and he gonna give us the same shit that he did. What was that Jungle Book movie with The Rock? Or what was it? Was
no.
it
Jumanji?
no?
Jumanji,
It was
No,
Jumanji.
the Disney. Jumanji.
That's
Not
what
the
it
Disney
was.
one?
I feel like
No, he's
I
talking
feel like
about
this nigga
Jumanji.
about to act like he did in Jumanji, bro. Wasn't he in
Yeah.
Jumanji?
Yeah, he
Yep,
was.
both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, it was.
Bam.
Those movies aren't that bad though.
Facts.
They're pretty good.
But yeah, I was just wondering what y'all thought about that. And then I also wanted to look in general of what this year has felt like so far. So I feel like compared to last year, this has been a very slow start, bro. Like just from January to March this year, right? I want to go see Beekeeper. I'm gonna go ahead and go see Beekeeper. The nigga at the theaters, I was like, "Yo, you going to
Good.
see Dune Part 2?" He was like, "Nah, I ain't. I'm gonna see it, bro." I seen Beekeeper though. I was like, oh, is that good? He's like, yeah, I seen it 3 times. And I went, nigga, you went and saw Beekeeper 3 times?
It's good.
Huh? Bro, 3 times. I like Jason Statham too. 3 times Beekeeper. So I was like, let me go fuck around and watch that. But so far this year, we've gotten Beekeeper, and this isn't all the movies, just the main ones that I've been seeing around. Argyle, I'm not watching that. Bob Marley, I'm not watching that. Kung Fu Panda, I'm gonna see that. Godzilla versus Kong,
Fire.
Ghostbusters, I don't think I'm
Watching
gonna go
that.
see that, and Dune Part 2. Now, last year from January to March, we had, now this is bad, but Ant-Man wasn't that good, but it was a big Marvel movie. Cocaine Bear, which I
Good.
wasn't mad at. Creed 3, Scream
Fire.
6,
Fire.
65, Shazam, and John Wick 4. Now that I'm reading this list back, last year wasn't great either, but
That's more than
I
we
feel
had
like
this
Mission
year.
Impossible.
That's
that's
more
what
than
I'm
we had.
saying. Right. I feel like those 7 movies kind of was a stronger start to the year as opposed to this one. If Dune Part 2, and this is, keep in mind, Kung Fu Panda, Godzilla, and Ghostbusters ain't out yet. So far, we only have 1 movie that's released this year that's made all of us go back out to the theater. At least in the last year, 2023, I feel like we was all routinely, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go see this, I'm gonna go see this. It was good or bad. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like the year's starting off kind of slow, bro. I feel like it's starting off kind of not bad, but it ain't. You
You
know,
gotta
fair.
look at it
last year,
though.
last year was a really good year for movies.
Facts.
Yeah, it was
84.
Last year was the best, like arguably one of the best summers
ever.
for movies because it was literally a new
Fam,
movie
in a long
every
time.
week.
Every week.
Every
No
Nigga,
week.
matter, I'm
movies was
watching
Oppenheimer,
2 to
Mission
3
you know what's
movies
funny?
every
Impossible,
week.
And you know what's funny?
Barbie.
If some of the movies got delayed to this year, they probably did better in the box office. Mission Impossible, Indiana Jones, all those movies flopped because they was releasing right after each other.
Fam, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, damn, bro, Dune Part 2. This the first movie that's just made me feel like, all right, baby, guys is back. But I was like, what? I feel like it was a few movies last year that had us out. You know what I'm saying? Out the gate type
But you
shit.
know
Do
what
y'all
though,
think
Alex?
What's
Dune
up?
2 would have been as successful if it was released last year?
No.
Hell yeah, bro.
Nah,
I
I
think
don't
so
know.
only
No.
because if
when
you
you
remember Red Pick, it was supposed to come out in November. There wasn't anything else out around that
Yeah.
time.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't.
on
The
top,
reason I say that though is because like I said, that summer there was a lot of movies that just dropped, and I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like kind of like movie fatigued after all that shit dropped. It was a point where I was like, I'm not watching nothing, and then it was just a lot of stinkers, and I'm kind of glad they kind of pushed it back because it's just like there's not really
Yeah.
nothing else coming out
me.
this year, but like indie movies and whatnot. Like there's one movie I want to watch, Perfect Days. I don't know if y'all been seeing that trailer.
That's the Japanese movie.
Argyle, yeah, it's a Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Argyle was, listen, I don't know why people are like over hating it because the trailer showed you that it was gonna be a goofy kind of rom-com
That movie
movie,
was cool.
but it was cool to me, right?
Oh, I
Other
got a
than that,
question
there's not really.
about Argyle. So my theory, just watching the trailer, was that Argyle was gonna be her mom. Was that the plot twist,
No.
No,
or it was
no.
gonna be the
There's
cat?
multiple plot
Oh,
twists.
okay.
There's multiple. I won't spoil, but
Okay,
there's
bet.
multiple plot twists. There's
Oh,
plot twist
she's
within a plot
Argyle
twist
writing
within
her
another
own
plot
story.
twist.
Okay, then I give her more credit than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a dumbass like, oh, your mom is the Argyle, and that's why she's wanting you to finish the book because she needs her mission or some dumb shit. Okay.
Fuck it. Wonton, you got the spoiler thing?
I put it up. We're finna get into Argyle spoilers. I put the spoiler tag up.
Okay. Yeah, Alex, she's actually Argyle. She was
Who?
put in a fucking coma. The writer of
Oh.
the book. She was actually Argyle. I also got to say she's the thick. That's good milk right there. But
Facts.
Hold
Right.
on.
but yeah, she was Argyle. That was a plot twist. Another plot twist was the person that was looking for the book. You know, the writer of the book was her dad, quote unquote, but really wasn't a dad. It was just a lot of plot twists on top of plot twists. You're just like, all right, damn, nigga, like how many plot twists y'all gonna have? But it wasn't a movie you weren't supposed to take serious, but I can understand why. Like it's got shitted on too, because at the end of the movie, like kind of like their little post credits, it does connect to the Kingsman universe, and I've never seen any of the Kingsman movies. So I'm
Really?
gonna probably watch that
Okay.
tonight. So I can see why
Yeah, it's
people
by
were
the
mad
same
at it.
director.
It's just a cash grab. Yeah, yeah. Which he getting cooked right now, bro. They saying like, nigga, you got to find something else. You've been making the
Yeah,
same
a lot of people
kind of
didn't
movies.
like his last Kingsman movie, the prequel. That people didn't like that one. I heard.
Oh damn.
Yeah, niggas ain't fucking with him right now. And they talking
Yeah,
about
that's
doing a
okay.
kick-ass reboot, which I believe he directed
hell
that as
no.
well.
Hell
So
no. Don't do
yeah.
that.
But yeah, I only
Oh,
have.
wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I bring one topic up?
Go ahead.
Because have y'all seen the Crow pictures of what's his name?
I did see that. Bill
Who?
Skarsgård,
Bill Skarsgård.
Nah.
the actor that
Mhm.
he played the villain in John Wick 4, the nigga with the
Mhm.
suit and the vest.
I fuck with
He
him.
also played it. He played the clown. That guy.
Yeah. So people are like kind of mad at which I'm not feeling the set picture either. Like he should have had the long hair, but I get it from where they're doing it. I guess they're going off one of the books, but I don't know, man. Like people are having an argument of like we're sick of the remakes, right? And all these like redoing everything in Hollywood, but it's like shit. Are remakes kind of justified? Because you look at Scarface, that was a remake. That wasn't the original Scarface movie with Al Pacino. That wasn't the original Scarface.
Yeah.
You look at Dune.
I
This
didn't
is
know
a
that.
remake, and it's that wasn't the original.
Yeah, original came
It
out like in
should
the
been a
40s or 50s or some shit.
yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
the 50s. Dune is a remake. We're seeing how good it is. Like, are y'all for remakes or y'all kind of like
This is a good topic,
over
Saint,
it
because
knowing
if you think about it, it's the same discussion we've been seeing in the gaming
With
community.
Disney, dog.
Well, in the gaming community, people been complaining, oh, it's just nothing but remakes and remakes. But it's like if you look at a lot of these remakes the last couple of years, a lot of them have been critically acclaimed. So it's kind of like it's like a pro and a con. Like, yes, it's something that we've already technically had, but at the same time, it's a great product. I'm all for remakes as long as the product is good. If the quality is there, I don't care. That's literally the only stipulation for me.
Yeah.
I know I'm not
I'm
gonna.
not.
There's people that judge remakes just for being remakes. That to me doesn't make any sense. Judge it based on if it's good or not. It's that simple.
I don't know, but when you say that for like companies like Disney, to me it just feel creatively bankrupt, dog. It's the same shit, new pay to code.
But
Like,
see, the reason we for that with
okay,
Disney is because for two reasons, I think, Ripig. One, if you look at Disney's slate of movies, it's majority remakes. It ain't like it's just a couple remakes here and there. It's majority remakes. So that's the big issue. The second issue is a lot of their remakes aren't good. If their remakes were good, then people might be more like a little bit more lenient with it. But it's the fact that we're getting beat over the head with remakes and they're not good. That makes it bad.
And another thing with Disney, they remakes might be ass, but they do well in the box office too. So it's like, I don't know.
The real test, Ripig, the real
reason.
test is going to be, well, for one, Little Mermaid didn't do that. It didn't flop necessarily, but it didn't make
it did okay.
Yeah, it didn't make as much money as they wanted it to make.
Because the Lion King remake made over $1 billion in the box
But
office.
see, that's all I was getting ready to say. The real test is going to be this Lion King prequel they got coming out this year.
That's a show. That's a show.
No, it's a movie.
No, it's a show. It's coming on Disney Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was a show.
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus show.
It's not a movie. It's not a movie.
Yeah.
Though.
Every time I look up movies of 2024, it's on every list. So I thought it was a movie.
Nah, that's definitely.
But you know what though? Disney is quick to be like, "Oh, we gonna do a movie," and then they change it.
Because
Boba Fett was supposed to be a movie for like over a decade, and they said, "Fuck it," and made that into a show. Like Obi-Wan was supposed to be a movie.
No, you see, I just looked it up.
It says it's a film. Yeah, one time.
Yeah,
right?
Mufasa Lion King comes out in theaters December 20th.
Oh, so they probably flipped it again.
Yeah.
My thoughts about the remake shit. I mean, as long as there's a reason, like a justifiable reason for remake it, maybe it's too old, or maybe the technology back then wasn't good enough to display what the movie wanted to do. Then yeah, that makes sense. I don't think like why does Twisters need a fucking remake? I don't understand.
It's just gonna be prettier. I'm gonna see that one. I lie to you.
I think like I said, I think it's just because that movie has a cult following. They're trying to
but when that movie flops, and it will flop,
Yeah, it's gonna flop.
What's the fucking point? My thing is not like 20 years ago when the movies, same thing with games, when it was cheaper to make them shits. Now you actually got to like put money into this, and it's not like cheap, and it flops. Now like, well, I guess this director or this person, like, what's the point? It's wanton. Just like not you, but like the word wanton. It's just wanton. Like what's the fucking point? Like, so remakes should only be reserved for like, all right, this movie's 30 years like go. Like, this movie came out, and we have the technology to make this movie even fucking better. So let's do it.
You want to know what's crazy, Tarek?
Yeah.
Twister's budget is $200 million.
That's fucking insane.
My God.
No, that's insane, dog.
Well, if you look at the visuals in the movie,
yeah, but it's not gonna make that money back, dog.
It depends on when.
No one's going to watch Twisters, dog. But
it depends on when that movie comes out.
It depends on when that movie. Bro. It looked like fucking Bad
The first
Boy.
movie didn't even make that much money.
They trying to make this shit like a Bad Boy sexy tornado. And he said, when you see it, what do you do? Like that whole trailer made me just cringe.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
I like that actor though, because he played in what was it?
Wait, you said
Top Gun Maverick?
Wait, you said Gladiator 2, the budget like 300 million now?
310 million, bro.
So, and that I don't get. What the thing is, and we haven't seen a snippet of that movie yet. Does anyone know what it's supposed to?
What the fuck?
But we haven't seen a trailer. We haven't seen a teaser. We have no clue what the story's about. We just know that it's being made. And
hold on, Tarek, did they even show set pictures?
No, there's nothing. That's why I don't get. Every time they talk about the movie, in my brain, I'm like, this ain't getting made. But I'm like, no, dog, they really are making this movie because the actors and shit already casted and everything. We know the cast and that's it. But we don't know the premise of the movie. We don't know shit. But it's coming out this year, apparently. I don't think so. But I just don't get it. Like, it's not a remake, it's a sequel. That's the thing too. Remakes and like sequels that movies that don't need sequels. Like, especially movie 20. Gladiator came out in the year 2000. It's 24 fucking years from like what was most people who watch Gladiator are not gonna give a fuck about the Gladiator 2 24 years later. And that's one of my favorite movies of all fucking time. And I don't really give a fuck about the second one. So I mean, I don't know who the fuck said. Maybe they made a survey. Would you watch one? I'm not pretty sure. I just don't understand why they're making this movie. Like a lot of movies that they don't justify their existence, and they're usually sequels or remakes. So if you could justify the existence, then cool. But if you can't, then you might as well not make it.
Yeah, I agree. Me personally, like I said, I'm all for reboots as long as the quality's there. But yeah, I only have one more topic for y'all, and that was the movies that are coming out in March. I do have a list of those, so I'll just go through those real quick. Let me pull it up here so we can see what we're going to be seeing. Okay. So the list here we got. Wait, let me double check this list because I don't even know. Yeah, see, that's coming out in April. This list ain't accurate.
Oh, I forgot that. Oh, okay. I see the movies for March.
All right, so we got Dune, horror movie called Imaginary. They've been showing trailers for that shit. It look ass. It's that horror movie with the teddy bear. It's like her imaginary friend.
Oh, God.
That come out March 8th.
That's what I thought it was.
Kung Fu Panda 4, March 8th. I know Red Pick say you checking it out. There's a movie called Cabrini. It's a biopic about Francesca Cabrini. She was a missionary. She became a saint. It's based on a true story. I don't know much about that though.
Oh, you said a saint?
Yeah, she became a saint after she died.
Oh, I'm on there day one. Gotta represent.
Mark Wahlberg has a movie where he has a dog. He's just one. It's one of those dog movies.
Oh my!
You know how every year they come out with a dog movie.
Oh, ain't that Arthur the King movie?
Yeah, March 15th. Bro, every year they come out with a dog movie where it's like the dog saved my life, or the dog is
They
one of
had
them
one
like.
that last year that
Fam,
I
that
was a big
shit's so
fan of.
boring.
Stray.
They got a cast though, bro. They got a good cast, so I don't know.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna
movies
wait
like
till
that.
we
They're
get
always cheesy, but
We know that we know what the ending gonna like.
The dog gonna die or save his life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's a movie. Michael Keaton is releasing his directorial debut. He's directing and acting in a movie called Knox Goes Away. It's like an action movie, but it has Al Pacino in it. I saw the trailer, but I don't know like what it's about for real. It's an action thriller. He's directing it, so I might check that out. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. It's a sequel to the one that came out a couple years ago.
L to the
That shit look ass, bro.
I didn't see the last one, so I don't know. I gotta see the last one first.
Why did they even make that into a
People
whole
said the
new
last one was good
franchise?
though. People enjoyed the last one though.
Yeah, I heard it
Not
was
the
okay.
one
I heard
with
it
the
was good.
women. Yeah,
That's
heard it was.
cool, but
Yeah.
no.
But I
That's
don't
no
get why. See, that's another thing. The Ghostbusters when they came out in the 80s or 90s, the original ones. I feel like back then that shit was interesting. I just don't see what they see in Ghostbusters that are gonna draw people to the movie theater. Like,
It's just a legacy, bro. It's just the people that was around for the originals that
yeah,
just want to
but
keep seeing the universe.
but it's not even the same universe. Oh, it is and it isn't. But I'm just
I mean, you still
like,
got
I
the
don't
same
get.
characters.
I just don't get. Like, I don't think it's gonna draw people anymore. I'm like, dog, you need to come with something new.
It's definitely past. Like
It-
they're not
it's
doing
past-
anything
yeah.
to get a new audience.
I don't think it needs to. I just think the franchise needs to just die, dog. It's okay to let shit just die, dog. Let it run its course. It has a little cult following. You good. You don't want to go back to it, dog. Maybe go back to it in 50 years and shit, and then reset. And I'm just like, the premise of Ghosts is not like a new thing anymore. So it's not like an idea where, oh my god, Ghosts. Like, people, we see so many ghost shits happening now, like, every damn movie every year. So it's like it's not drawing anything new. So I don't know. Some of these movies just don't justify their existence. So I don't get it.
Well, only two more. And I was actually wrong. They must have changed the date for Godzilla. It does. Godzilla and Kong comes out March 29th.
Yes, sir.
I know I be hating on those movies just because a lot of y'all be dicking in. But I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna take my little brother to go see it. It'll be a nice popcorn movie. March 29th.
Robot.
I actually watched Godzilla vs Kong because I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it on HBO like 2 weeks ago. Very, very mid movie, but it probably looked good in the theaters. So we'll see.
It's just mindless fun to watch.
Yeah. This nigga Godzilla got Super Saiyan Rose, and they gave King Kong a Infinity Gauntlet. So these niggas got powers and shit now.
Hey man, it's just fan fiction. It's just fan fiction. I love it.
Yeah, this is a Red Pig movie. This is a Red Pig movie. No story, just pure action and visuals.
Whatever. But you love John Wick.
He'll give it a 10 out of 10. He'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Action.
He'll give it a 10 out of 10.
You love John Wick 4, which is no story, just
I bet there won't be a single boring moment in this movie for Red Pig. Not a single one.
Just like John Wick, straight action.
Yeah, which is why I'm surprised you all that shit you talked about John Wick. I'm surprised because it's literally your perfect movie. But anyway, the only other movie, Sydney Sweeney has a horror movie coming out called Immaculate. I saw the trailer. It looked mid, but basically the movie is she plays a nun. She gets pregnant, and then they all look at her like some type of demon because obviously she's a nun. She can't have sex, and she didn't have sex with anybody. So they're like, "How the fuck are you pregnant?" Kind of seems like it's like a demon movie, like she's pregnant with a demon type shit. The devil got her pregnant. That's what I'm guessing. I probably won't be seeing that though. But that's it actually. From what I'm seeing on this list, I don't know if Bad Boys is supposed to. No, I don't think Bad Boys. I think that's June. Bad Boys 4. But yeah, man.
I'm not seeing that dumb shit.
I might go see it just cause.
Don't carry March, man. Don't carry March, man.
It's black men. Come on.
What that got to do with it? They got paid. Fuck out of here. They already got paid.
Bro, we can't keep putting up with that bullshit they doing.
Also, if you look at
see the Bad Boys Part 3?
Bro.
Nah,
bro, Martin, he's so
Terrible.
old and out of shape. He might have some health issues, so I won't go too hard on him. But he don't move like he used to. He don't move like he used to.
And on top of it, it's distracting. Him like having a fat neck is distracting, bro.
Damn.
Like him delivering the lines, him trying to, and then Will Smith still doing the "ay." Like, bro, I don't want to hear. It's not good. It just leave it be. Leave it where it is.
Have y'all ever seen this Eddie Murphy movie, Tower Heist?
Yes, that was a good movie.
My god, I skipped that shit when it came out.
I like that movie.
Well,
it wasn't amazing, but it was cool.
Apparently, Tower Heist 2 is coming out, and he's making it.
Nah, we're not watching that. We good on that.
Right, there's a set picture of him on the set with shit on.
Yeah, we good
with like some armor. I saw
yeah.
that. Or like an outfit, yeah.
But that's all the topics I had. We can go ahead and get into the outros. I definitely want to shout out to the guest that came through today. Shout out to BG for blessing us with his.
Oh wait. Before we come back, before we go, did y'all hear about Justice Smollett making his return to Hollywood? Yeah.
Man, let's get these outros. What the hell are you doing?
I just want to say I noticed a pattern with Dune. The people who like it, at least, BG likes it. His wife likes it. Alex likes it.
We all like the movie.
No, I'm talking about Dune 1. So simmer down. Tyrex likes it. Saint likes it. It's almost like there's a pattern that's Dune is for intelligent people. So I want to say shout out to my fellow intelligent people. Shout out to my fellow high IQers.
God.
Dune is for us, and we are here.
You can't even spell intelligent, nigga.
Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Saint, are you there, brother? You want to give your outro?
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. Yeah, man, check me out on YouTube at Delay Production. It's in the works right now. Copyrights, man.
Fire. Definitely check out Saint's channel and his podcast. Mafia Quad. Appreciate you coming through, brother. We can give you outro.
No problem. It's Mafia Quad. Good episode, guys. Definitely enjoyed. Catch you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Tyrek, you there, brother?
I'm here. Good podcast. Great race. Start the year off with Dune. Not sure what else is gonna match up to it the rest of the year, but hopefully we get some type of hidden gem. Hope we get some type of hidden gem.
Facts. Man, shout out to Dune 2. Currently my movie of the year.
Yeah, don't you forget it.
It's currently the only movie I've seen in theaters. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. I'm excited for our 25th anniversary, guys.
Yeah, this episode 24. Next episode will be 25 episodes with y'all. We appreciate it.
We turn on cameras next episode, yo.
You can do whatever you want, King. And Alex, man, go ahead with your outro.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate the guests pulling up, man. We appreciate y'all contributing to the conversation. Shout out to everybody that watched it live, bro. Yeah, man, I'm proud. I'm proud of us. We always made the 25 episodes. I remember niggas said we weren't gonna make it past 2. You know who you are.
Hold on, real quick, Alex. Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Jack Mujani has snitched on us. Autumn from Weaponwood Discord. Autumn is a fan. Autumn is a fan of Twister, and Jack told her that we were shitting on the movie.
What?
I didn't even know Autumn was a fan. I think she did mention before that she likes Twister.
Autumn be a fan of the most. She wear Hey Dudes. What else she be wearing? Hold on.
Hey Dudes is crazy.
I like the original. I like the original Twister.
Wait, what? Wait, Jack and Autumn talking right now?
No, this was in the Weaponwood Discord. He tagged her about it.
Oh, okay. Got you. You can pull up right now and get this.
Yeah, like I said, Twister got a cult following, man. They ride hard with Twister. Yeah, I've only seen it like once or twice. I thought it was alright.
Nigga, I saw the movie. I rode the ride at Universal.
It's alright.
All of that.
You know what's crazy? While we on Twisters, before we get up out of here, we actually had a tornado scare. What was that? What's today? Saturday? It was like Tuesday or some shit. There was a tornado warning in my city, and I'm talking about like 5 a.m. Because we're in the Midwest, we have a tornado siren that goes off every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. It's like a test to make sure that it works. And we all grow up knowing about it. Every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, the siren goes off for like 3 minutes, and then that's it. Well, I was in the bed asleep like 4 in the morning. And you know how you get those Amber Alerts on your phone, those loud ass alerts? It was like that before a tornado warning. So the shit was loud as fuck, woke me up, and then the siren went off, and it was on for literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I couldn't go back to sleep. And on top of that, I ain't gonna cap, it was kind of scaring me. Like the weather outside, it was a lightning bolt that hit like right outside the house. It was loud as shit. Trees were shaking and shit. I was nervous. I was like, because normally when we get tornado warnings, it's not like an actual tornado's about to hit. But that shit had me worried, like, because we don't have a basement. So for a tornado come through here, nigga, we done for. I'm gonna be in the air.
I gotta hop in the tub, man.
Nigga, I'm gonna be in that tub in the air. It's gonna be like some Booster Pie shit. But yeah, that's my story. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all coming through for the podcast. We'll probably be back next week with some topics and some movies seen, recent watched.
We got to start reviewing Netflix movies in a slow period.
Well, Netflix, they do drop movies periodically, so we could probably do that. I know Adam Sandler came out with a movie over the weekend called Spaceman. I want to check that out.
Are y'all watching Shogun?
Definitely. Yeah. I did start Shogun. I only seen episode 1, but it was good. It was good.
It's on Netflix, right?
No, it's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Oh fuck.
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be on Disney Plus, but you know they put it on Hulu because Disney doesn't want rated R shit.
I think it's only on Disney Plus in Europe, because in Europe they don't have Hulu. They just have Disney Plus, so they put everything on there.
What's on Disney Plus?
I'm gonna try to make sure that we don't have these long gaps in between episodes. I know it's kind of crazy. We on our weapon wheel shit. We're gonna try to be more consistent. But yeah, I just want to say shout out to the chat. Shout out to King Kiso, Fresh Ingredient. He been holding us down the whole episode. Jack Move was in here.
Fresh Ingredient.
Wizard. Muhammad Drame.
How much you gotta pay Jack to watch Dune?
You know what's funny? I know Jack so well, me knowing him for these past 4 or 5 years. There's certain movies that I know if he watches them without like outside influence, he'll actually enjoy it. And I've been right on a few of those. Like for example, Ozark. He talked shit for years about Ozark. The nigga was against watching it completely. He ended up watching it. He loves it.
He loved it. Yep.
I think Jack will like Dune. I don't think he would love Dune, but I think he would like it. But he's not gonna watch it just
Jack
because.
Jack will tell you.
Go ahead.
Nah, I said if you ask him how much it costs, he'll be like, "Give me $800, brother." I watched him like,
yeah, we've been trying to get him to watch the Avatar: Last Airbender cartoon for years. And his reasoning for not watching it is because people hype it up too much. Ain't that the dumbest shit you ever heard?
No, we've been trying to get him to watch
Final Fantasy because he is
House of Dragons.
Hold on, think about this for a second, y'all. Everybody listening. I don't want to watch this because too many people are saying it's good. Huh? What the what? That makes no sense. But that's Jack. That's how his brain works. That's how his brain works.
It's not Eddie Murphy in that mug. He's not watching it.
Facts.
No, that's also true.
That's facts.
Jack don't play games because people hype it. He don't play Final Fantasy.
He also thought Captain America was fun.
Tell him Eddie Murphy voices Yappa or Appa or some shit.
He'll watch it. But yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through for the podcast and watching it. We about to get up out of here, man. We've been here for almost 3 hours, so great show. We'll catch y'all next time, man. Shout out to y'all.
See, MCU topic. A-Rock, there you go.
Yeah, no MCU topic this week.
Y'all low-key did mention it.
Briefly, just briefly.
Widow, not Web, Madam Web.
That's not MCU.
That ain't MCU, bro. That don't count.
Put me
and I'm gone.
You dig?
Hey.